Hey yo, welcome to Auntie's Best Day Ever podcast.
Whoa. First time hearing that shit.
We have a new host, apparently, because we can't do shit if she's not here, I guess.
Yes, you can, but you choose not to because you just like to do it with me, so that's okay.
Well, no, if numbers are indicative of success, the people have spoken and said we are tired of listening to this nigga talk to himself for an hour and a half and laugh at his own jokes. So, I think we had like 25 last week. It was like 30 before then. So,
Were 25 people listen? Oh,
so, yeah.
shit, what? We moving up.
Every week I'm going to tell you this lie and say that we're going to bring a camera in here. So, I'm just going to keep saying it every week until like one day it happens.
Because there's no camera here yet.
Well, I was going to do the Super Raggedy Live and just hold the phone up. See, that was another thing. Come on, man.
People got to know that people is trying to reach a player.
Oh, my God. Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to kill the volume. Hold on, pause.
I don't think I've ever done the live thing before. I'm going to do it for 2 seconds. No, I'm not, because my situation isn't together. I look just like the people I'm trying to help. My shit is not together. So, where have you been, Auntie?
I've been here and there, around and about. No, I have business to take care of. My daughter's computer has stopped working unexpectedly, okay? And then they tell me that I gotta go to the school to get the new computer only on Mondays. And I get there on Monday, and then the motherfuckers tell me I gotta go somewhere else to get the computer fixed. Why the fuck y'all didn't tell me that when I was on the phone with you? And then the only days I could do that is on Wednesdays and Saturday. It was just a mess, so forgive me. And then the end of the week, I just really didn't even feel like, I just didn't feel like it. So.
She didn't have time for you guys. Remember that she said that.
No, I didn't say that. Don't be putting words in my mouth.
All right, so I gotta stop laughing. First and foremost, current events. I got all the clothes this week, so thank you again to everyone who bought some clothes or wanted some clothes. I just came back last week from dropping stuff off, and that was trying to take a newborn.
Oh, you took him with you?
That was not the business.
Why?
And he can only sit there for so long before he's got to get up and you got to feed him and change him. Because there's, an hour out there? And then like 2-3 hours of driving around. He was like, man, get me the fuck up out of here. I want my situation back. But it was fun.
How was he for the ride, though? Like the ride there and back? What was that, an hour, 2 hours?
It was Corona traffic. It was Corona traffic, so there was no one. It took about an hour and 10 minutes to get there. Normally it's like an hour 40.
You did good.
So yeah, he was quiet as long as the car was moving. Like once we stopped and got somewhere, then he'd be like, hold on, nigga, it's hot. Hold on. I want to do this so bad.
What?
But my hair is not together.
No one cares.
Huh? Oh, shit, say listen. All right.
About you. Okay. You go live.
Oh. Here, put your hat on so no one knows where you work at.
No one's going to see me. No, I said you go live.
Oh, how come I... Oh, my goodness. See, this is why this is the AT motherfucking podcast. Because well, you go. I don't know how to flip it. Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ.
Nigga, here.
Well, all right, well, fuck it. Look, homeless is... All right, well.
This nigga, all right, well.
I know, right? So, Jesus.
Look at him.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Damn.
You know. That is, damn. Still a 9.5 though. I'm not gonna lie. Still the most attractive person on Instagram.
Who the fuck is listening to this shit here?
Well, nobody actually. So again, it's me talking to myself.
No, you talking to the world.
Where?
To the world, Craig. To the world.
Where? It says it's me looking at myself again.
That's for now. They gotta tune in, okay?
You can't see my co-host because she isn't put together either. So
that's right.
All right.
No, I'm just
gonna flip
not
this motherfucker
looking.
real quick. He's gonna be bad.
Damn, like this gonna be bad.
Hey, we're gonna be
That's
bad
how
together.
Let me see. Let me just get a quick view.
Wow.
Oh, nigga.
No. So yeah, first and foremost, clothes are done. Don't forget, Tru Savs clothing. That's with an E, apparently. The E is silent.
That's right. That's how we do it. That's the trademark now.
Oh yeah. So now you can see all your situations. She finally got her little bag and she finally
I was so excited. I was waiting for that fucking bag.
See, that's the thing. You have to kind of. There you go.
Wait, but if they can hear a mother... You know, I'm not even gonna start. Come on, where we at? Current events?
I don't know.
Because he trying to fuck with me today, y'all.
So, here's the thing. Remember last time I told you about the beige rage? And the guy that was throwing eggs? So we found out who it was.
Who?
It wasn't the beige guy. It was another gay guy.
Wait, is the beige guy gay too? You just said another gay guy, so I wasn't sure who's the first gay guy.
No. So, the first beige guy is dating one of the women downstairs. The guy underneath us, it's a gay couple. So it really wasn't beige rage.
Okay.
It was gay,
Gay
on
rage.
gay violence. No.
Oh, the dude outside was gay too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was trying to figure out who was the first gay one. Okay.
Yeah, it was gay on gay crime. So it wasn't even really
that's
beige
not
rage.
crime then.
It evens out.
Y'all know I just like to crack jokes. Come on.
It's like black on black crime. All right, for sure, whatever.
Nobody cares about that either. Shit. Did we get into it?
I can't do because I'd be trying to read.
Wait.
Picked up my,
Did a nigga get into? Did a nigga get into it?
That's why you should have put the beanie on, fool. Jesus Christ. What was I going to say? Oh, all right. So after all that happened, I came back. Why do I have this in?
I thought you had a new setup. I ain't know.
No, this is as professional as it gets right here. This is.
Hey, but I bet you they didn't even know though. That's how good it sound. They didn't even know.
What? Yeah, this is a high class.
Is this a candle holder?
Absolutely not. It is a mic stand. This had to be like $300 or something like that. I don't know.
I feel you. That's that antique wood. That's what it is.
She's over here talking about the mic stands, brother. Oh my goodness.
This is a candelabra. I'm playing. Okay, I know what a candelabra is.
I don't.
Oh my god.
What's that?
I think it's
Yeah.
The candelabra is the one. No, it's the one with the different.
That's the Hanukkah thing.
No, there's different ones. Do you remember in Beauty and the Beast? Wasn't there a candelabra? And he had 3 things.
That's Hanukkah, fool.
No, I'm not talking about that one for the holidays. Is that the black people holiday? What's that? Which
Kwanzaa.
one is the one?
Kwanzaa is black people.
No, but which one got all them fucking candles?
Hanukkah.
And who's that? Jewish people?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking about the Jewish people candles. I'm talking about the candelabra.
You're trying to put your little French accent on it?
Did you catch that, though? Did you catch that
The
shit?
stand is from lamps.com. No, it is not. Actually, it's from Target, asshole.
Team member discount.
Not anymore.
When you got them bitches, don't play.
It was like a month ago.
Oh.
I don't even have my discount anymore.
I'm gonna slap you.
Oh, are you? Who are you? Oh, anyway. So I drop all the clothes off.
Okay.
Again, shout out to everybody who bought some clothes.
And you donated for
I'm sorry.
For some clothes.
Oh yeah, donation. So I come back, I'm walking the dogs, and I saw something very interesting, scarring, horrible.
Wait, this one you got the same day you got back from the clubs. Oh, okay.
So I walk the dogs, and I hear like a soft like clapping noise. And I'm like, it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was 2 homeless people having sex by the dumpster.
Oh shit, nigga. Is that your first experience?
Nah, I see homeless people all the time. I just saw a homeless dick yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. I was driving.
Just saw the dick. It just was there. Just out.
Well, no, so like, I'm standing in line to pick up this food, And this homeless guy walks by me and this Asian lady, and he's just like, "Why aren't you using the restroom? Why aren't you using the restroom? You are disgusting." And
Wait, he's
like,
talking to himself.
He's talking to us. Like, he literally pointed at me and the lady, and we're like, "Wow, he's crazy as fuck, right?" So he walks by, and then I turn, and there's a guy literally sitting on the grate, like the sewer drain, taking a shit. So then he like gets on his knees and just fucking blah, just dip falls out, and I'm just like, okay.
Now, I didn't see a homeless person shitting, and that motherfucker was like, you know how you do, how when you be at the gym, that one exercise where you come down with your hands is behind. That's his hands was on the curb, I guess, so the shit didn't squish up his ass because his asshole was hanging off the curb. I said, now this on the way to the San Francisco Zoo. You couldn't have shitted like, so you know, it's hella kids.
No.
And you sitting on the fucking curb at the zoo shitting. That was my first experience with a homeless shitting.
Oh, no, they shit in front of the building all the time.
But I don't see it. I mean, you see the shit laying around, but I don't be seeing them. Mm-mm. You be seeing them?
The same lady that was having sex by the dumpster, I've seen her shit multiple times across the street. Like, literally go behind the thing. That's why I was like, who stuck their dick in an unwashed, you know what?
A motherfucker with an unwashed dick. What?
But you telling me coronavirus is real. Homeless people have an unprotected homeless.
I heard that it's not sexually transmitted though.
And that's not my point. My point is just these niggas are having unwashed sex. Well, there is that little thing that comes by.
Did you say unwashed sex?
Like, bro, they ain't took showers in weeks and they're still just
they
raw.
They got that little
shit.
bathroom
the
thingy.
Thing. No, that's San Francisco.
No, but I see.
They have that truck that comes around like once a week or something and they can take showers in. But
well, there was that big looking one.
Yeah, that's the mobile one.
But that's like the shower, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. Because she don't be up in there.
I smell her most of the time before I see her. But like, oh, what's up, Auntie? How you doing? Can you do a couple dollars for the homeless?
I guess, you know, okay, so I'm trying to see which one would I have rather had seen. Because I didn't see some homeless people I just turned the volume off.
Apparently not. It's the CIA.
I swear. Wait.
Oh, that is so cute. Your screensaver?
Oh, wait, where is it? Who can see that?
They got more shampoo than caveman, bro? Oh, you're...
Wait, look. You see, it says the volume is off, right? Ain't that
okay.
it?
I don't know.
Let me see.
Okay, we go.
Okay, there we go. It turned the fucking music volume down. Anyways, okay, no, so I was walking one time, me and my cousin, right? West Oakland. And we was walking back to the house from going somewhere. It's late night, maybe 10, something, 11, something, right? And you know, when it's dark and it's late and you in West Oakland, you be looking around every now and then. So I happened to look back, right, on the corner. A motherfucker sucking dick. This bitch is just there. You don't see nothing but a nigga leaned back on the fence, okay? And this bitch is just right there, just bah, 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 bah. And I'm just like, homeless head, huh? I guess, would you rather homeless head or homeless pussy?
I mean, I would rather fuck a homeless person than stick my mouth on a homeless person's genitalia.
No, you wouldn't. Not you. Would you rather get your dick sucked by a homeless person or get some homeless pussy?
Jesus.
Do you see how they teeth in their house?
So
that's a question.
Do you want to stick your dick in a can opener, or do you want to stick it in some unwashed, possibly STD?
For $1 million.
I guess you have to go with the can opener, right?
I guess that's the safest choice.
That's Jesus Christ.
Most of them don't have no teeth though.
Shout out to the Lost Cause Project. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying. That's crazy though. They was right in front of your fucking building fucking.
No, they were down the street. Like,
on Broadway, or what's this, Telegraph?
this is 26th. They were right next to where that driveway is, right where the dumpster is supposed to be at.
Shit.
So they were out, they weren't in the light. So that was respectable, but it was still hard to watch. It was like, Jesus Christ, what just happened?
I mean, they gotta get it in too.
I'm not mad at them, but I was just like, damn, bro, like, right there.
Maybe they were one of the homeless people that don't have a tent.
Oh no, she doesn't.
See,
She
so
sleeps
she
on,
didn't
like,
have nowhere
the
to
car.
take him.
I don't mind.
Who do you think initiated that shit?
Oh, that's not the first time. Really? That's not the first time I've caught her. That's at least the fourth or fifth time I've caught her.
Fucking? Who's fucking this bitch?
Other homeless people? What do you mean?
Oh, man.
Did you stare? Oh, no.
Of course.
Well, I mean, it's one of those out of respect. Like it's like if you walk in and you catch somebody fucking, it's like, oops, oh shit, close the door. Like, what am I supposed to do? Give her a high five? Good job, girl. You over there throwing that shit back on him.
No, what they said, did you stare? So,
No.
I mean, you stare just long enough to see what's really going on, and then be like, oh.
Because they pause for a second, like, ooh. Like, did I just walk into your room? Yeah. Like, what do you... Don't be embarrassed now. Like, bro, you was back there whipping that shit. Stop it.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, I'm not mad at them. These stickers. What's up with the stickers, sir? I don't know what that means. Oh, it's weird because I'm live, so the people are talking. So when you guys listen to this, you're going to be like, what is he talking about? Tru Savs 52 on Instagram. You can watch this. You can see this lovely situation I got going up top. I don't know, bro.
Look at them curls, though. I see them curls there.
I know. I don't have that kind of black people here. I got the island
You
kind
got
of
them
black people
pencil
here.
curls. Wait, what you said? You got what?
I said I have the island black people here. I got the curly one. I don't have like the really thick one where you can get the fry.
Where the water don't penetrate, it just beads off.
Nah, this is the like when it gets wet, I gotta look like I got an S curl. This should be popping.
Like you got activator in your shit.
Shit is activated. Another interesting news.
Yeah, my sister got that 4C, that Kuntha shit. You try to spray her shit, the water, it's like water repellent. I be like, bitch, how we soak it in?
Not gonna happen. Did I have a picture of that? Yeah, because every time we go to Mexico or Jamaica or anything, as soon as I get off the thing, bro, I don't speak Spanish. I'm like, what?
You look a little Cuban up in there.
That's the problem, especially when I just had this one. Just a straight bow.
I missed that.
Senor.
All you need is the little, what's that little piece?
The little hook thing?
Yeah.
No. No.
And then them shoes, where the Mexican shoes, where the toes like curls up like a pumpkin.
The boots? You're talking about the boots?
Yeah. Wow. Boy, they be getting in them when them mariachi bands.
I want to get some, but that's just too expensive.
You gotta do it.
Go back to the artist and get it. I will try to find it, sir. Sure, no problem.
Really trying to find what?
I'm trying to get stickers made.
Oh, the Tru Savs stickers? Oh, shit.
Because I'm
and
fancy.
buttons. We gotta get buttons. I want a button.
What?
Everybody rocks buttons.
I don't know. I'm out of the loop. I'm sorry. I don't know.
So, okay. Come on. Where we at?
So, something that bothered me. Do you know who Mr. Flab is, right?
Mr. Who?
Mr. Flab. He's an artist.
Wait a minute. Wait a hold up. Wait a minute. I am done with you.
Punk rock bitch gonna make me Earl. Fuck it. Tonight I'm finna shake the world. So as you know, you're from the city, right?
What?
You're from what's that place? The city? You are not? This is why you're not supposed to be on your phone. But we can't both be on the phone at the same time.
No, I'm trying to verify what you verifying.
Niggas will lie.
Okay, no, but okay. So Mr. Fab.
Mr. Flab, yeah. So
the Oakland representative.
The last man standing. The guy who cried on History Channel for American Gangster. Mm-hmm. You know, when they did the Mac Dre episode, he was on there. Oh.
I didn't see that one. Okay.
Anyways, so there's been a lot of violence in the Asian American community. They've been getting assaulted and robbed and whatnot. And there's this guy named...
I only heard about one or two Asian people. One person in the city and one person by the lake or downtown Oakland or something. It was more than that.
It was like 4 or 5.
Oh shit!
It's like some of them were just like they would be standing there and dude would come and like push them over, and another one would be like straight strong arm robberies.
Why? Wait, what about?
They were
it was
older.
Just random.
They were older, like 70, 80, 90. So like it was literally like.
Did I send you that fucking video with the old lady who got robbed? That old black lady.
Yes, you did.
I hope they beat her ass.
Yes,
every day she. Okay, yes, anyway. Damn, who robs old folks? That's
apparently only black people in the Bay, according to China Mac.
According to who?
China Mac.
China Mac. Okay,
he's
who is that?
Convicted murderer.
For all of
us
who don't.
I don't know either.
China Mac, a convicted murderer.
He's an Asian guy from New York.
Okay.
So he's apparently that.
I wonder if he knows Jen. You know Jen Gates? You remember Jen?
I know a guy named Jen from Sacramento.
No, fuck no. Do you remember on 106 in Park way back when?
Yeah, the rapper guy.
The Asian
That
dude?
is him, I think.
That's Jen.
I
mean, but he just blew the fuck up. His name, I don't know about China Mac. His name is Jen Gates, but the one with who have all them fucking leopards and cheetahs and shit. Right. That's how I be feeling when you be asking me shit. Anyways, okay. Well, okay, so an Asian dude from New York, what happened with him?
So, in light of recent events, he decides to post this thing on Instagram. Oh, all this violence in towards the Asian community, blah 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 blah.
From the 4 old Asian people that got pushed down.
Yes.
That was hella Asian.
I guess there was more. I didn't really pay attention. I just saw this and it got on my last nerve. So he makes his Instagram post. I'm coming to California and I need to talk to Mr. Fab. And it was like.
Wait, talk to him about what?
Apparently, Mr. Flab speaks for all black people in not only the Oakland community but the entire Bay Area. And he was going to talk to him about how he was going to stop this. And I was like, first of all...
Wait, how to stop... Wait, so Mr. Fab supposed to be stopping Asian crime?
Yes. He's supposed to talk to all the niggas out here and get them under control. Tell them to stop harassing the Asian community. It's like, nigga, what? Like, first of all, fuck you and that Delta airline flight you just took. Like, you're from New York, nigga. Like, fuck you. And, like, how does Mr. Fab speak for everybody out here? Like, this nigga can't stop crime in East Oakland. So how the fuck is he going to, like, what? Nah, man. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's why I don't like, if you're going to do something like that, like, just do it. Like, once you start getting on Instagram and start talking about, oh, yeah, for my people, like, man, fuck you. Like, you're not.
Well, I guess the whole Asian community should just move to New York because apparently they doing good out there. He doesn't even need to handle business out there. He needs to come out here.
Apparently. Because nothing bad's ever happening in Asia in New York. Like, it was just, I don't know. It just bothered me, especially because it was like, Mr. Fab.
So what did Fab say?
Yeah, of course, China Mac, like, let me fucking jack you off so I can fucking get these views too. Like, nigga. And then
So he said, like, he's going to try and handle it.
So they did a post together about we're going to stop this and that. And then the dude who was committing all these attacks was like, he was fucking a mental patient. He was from John George.
Which is the same person.
Did the same, like...
Did this shit to those 4 Asian people? Those 4 old Asian
Like, one guy did 3, and then some other ones were just, like, some random bullshit. Like, some kids on some dumb shit. So it was like, dudes are fucking... Oh, for those who don't know, John George is mental facility.
Yeah. If you be over there on 150, if you see somebody walking with a paper bag with the top folded down, you just keep going, okay? They probably slapped the shit out you with that bag of meds that they got released with.
So yeah, they didn't really solve.
Okay, but so what are they? Okay, so did they like have a powwow about what they gonna do about the black crime and the Mexican crime and the
That's not,
or
no,
just
that,
the
that,
four
that
Asian
doesn't
crimes?
that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that the Asian people were being assaulted, not the hundreds of victims of other crimes. That doesn't matter. It only matters because China Max said so. And Mr. Fab is going to make sure that you niggas stay in line. Well, it's not my fault. Mr. Fab is going to make sure you niggas stay in line and you don't act up towards no Asian people. Or you can kill niggas all day, though. Fuck that, and Mexicans, whatever. Yeah. But the Asian people, not to be touched.
We gonna riot about that. And then we'll go back home, I guess. But about them Asian people, okay?
All right. And be sure to go buy his $300 sweatsuits.
Hey, no, you know what? I cannot lie. I got to say this because I be wanting to buy dope era shit. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga be having some nice shit. But his target market isn't people in my profession. It's people that make a little more money than me. I can't afford to go. I can't fucking afford to go buy a fucking $300 sweatsuit, a $600 tracksuit.
You think so?
That's who do you know that's working at a regular ass Target job, a fucking retail job, or fucking they can afford to be spending money like that on one outfit.
I'm not gonna blow a spot up. I think it's something different, but I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna not voice your opinion?
I don't want to air this, but it's a front.
Okay.
So I used to watch a show called Power, and what happens is when you have stores that don't have a lot of traffic, but they have a lot of overpriced goods, that's usually a front.
So it's money laundering.
Pretty much. Because
I wonder if that's what Boosie do, because I can't afford none of his shit either. You know how nigga, do you know how much I wanted Jewel House brand? $300 for one shirt? Nigga, you're not selling to me. I don't know who you're pricing these items for, but...
So, a little bird told me that if you were going to launder some money like that, you would only want to accept cash so that way you can make up different prices. So let's say I sell 10 shirts and I sell them for $300 each. Then at the end of the week, I would change it to 100. So I would say that I sold 100 shirts at $300 each because it's all cash. So that way I can make up a receipt. So when the IRS comes like, yeah, see, I sold $30,000 worth of shit. But 5 people came in here. Oh, no, but they all bought it. So that would be a form of how to do that. I'm not saying that's what he's doing.
Right. I have wanted to buy stuff out of there. And then I just get depressed because I'm like, I just can't afford that shit. And I'm not about to pretend like I can. But that shit be looking cute. I want one of them fucking dope air bags, nigga. I want one of them fucking dope air hoodies and sweatsuits and shirts.
I'll talk to the embroidery person. We'll get you one.
You got the hook up there.
Yeah, we're going to make one right now. We're going to take a picture of it. We're going to take it to the lady. We're going to make one right now.
I want it just like this.
We're going to have some custom ones. This is the Tru Savs edition of Dope Era. Okay,
back to the main topic though. I don't know. I don't know. Like the Asian man, I don't know. Who else would he have talked to? Go to the fucking mayor? I don't really know. Who else in Oakland is really...
The Oakland Police Department.
Do they really give a fuck?
Yes.
No. So,
when it comes to
is really like, okay, let me see if they can see my quotes. Oh, who the fuck else is really doing anything in the Bay or known for some shit? Like, Snoop Dogg be shouting Mr. Fab about T.I. be putting up dope air shit. Fucking, I just don't know anybody else that's getting
T.I. be
noticed.
Bill Cosby motherfuckers allegedly, and Snoop Dogg is a 50-year-old crip. So
those are just the two things came off the top of my head. But if you want
I know
somebody that people notice or that people see in the community, hell, Fab is top pick right now. I mean, what the fuck? What are you supposed to pull up on Filthy Rich? What the fuck is he doing? I don't know. What are you supposed to pull
shout
up
out to
on
Filthy Rich.
Yuck Mouth?
He's in Vegas. He's in LA.
Well, he supposed to pull up on Bavgate? Like, I mean,
Ooh, where's he at?
I know, right?
Chase Dallins in Sacramento.
I'm just saying, it's like nobody really doing that anyway, so.
I get it, but it's like, why is it that this one incident is what brought you out? So you only care about your community.
The Asian dude, well, probably.
So I mean, it just seems disingenuous.
I mean, but
like,
what you expect? That's like when you hear artists, like black artists talking about black people. I'm sure they care about other races, but that's not the focus for them. We're talking about fucking black people right now.
okay.
So the Asian man, we can't be mad if all he care about is his Asian community. He's fucking Asian. I don't too much care about any other community either.
I'm not upset that he cares about it.
Like, you thought he was gonna fly out here about some black people?
No,
no.
I wouldn't expect him to.
Oh, he was gonna fly out here for the Mexicans.
For the what?
Mexicans?
Jesus Christ.
Like Mexicali Rose? No. Now, he might have flew out here for the Filipino community.
We're going to work on Auntie's pronunciation. We got it. We're slowly, week by week, guys. We got it.
Look, no, they just got to catch on. We know what Mexicans is. Damn.
I don't expect him to care about black people. I just don't like how he came out here and was like, we need to talk about this. So I called Mr. Fab and he's going to come solve it. It's like, it just seemed whack. It just seemed absolutely... It seemed, number one, it seemed like he was pressing him because, again, if that's something you want to do, you reach out to the person behind the scenes like, hey, how do we fix this? You don't put it on your social media and be like, this week on Tuesday, me and Mr. Fab will be walking through Chinatown trying to get it. It's like, there's different ways to draw attention to an issue, and that just seemed whack to me. Like, all the shit. So, I'm an old lady. Like, I'm fucking Rosie the Nosy Neighbor. There's this thing called what? There's this thing called Citizen, right? And you can see, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah!
Right. So
I never knew so much crime happened around me till I got Citizen.
And you'd be like, really? 2 blocks away, nigga just got robbed? Like, wow.
Damn, a bitch got stabbed.
So if you don't know, Citizen is it's like an app, and it tells you all your local crime. I keep looking this way.
Wait, they still on, right? Okay.
And it's like live updates, everything. So, like what happened?
For your local area or whatever.
We saw a high speed on Saturday. So like we saw a dude bend the corner, and then we seen the police cars chasing him, and then we were looking on the thing. Criminal has eluded police, and it's like, Jesus Christ, you motherfuckers can't do nothing right. Maybe you did need to call Mr. Flag because you niggas ain't got nothing under control. So, but like when you see that, and it's like every day, every hour of the day, there's something happening, and it's like, so these 4 or 5 isolated events over the course of what, a week, 2 weeks, that's what got your attention. Not the people getting shot in West Oakland every day, not the people getting shot in East Oakland, robbed, houses broken into, none of that. But these 4 isolated incidents. Now, don't get me wrong, it's fucked up. Like, you need your ass beat. You're out here robbing 80-year-old people. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? But
well, you gotta start somewhere. You just supposed to like start with the whole problem. I'm just get a little piece. I'm gonna start right there.
Because New York is the safest place in the world to be.
Look, he got New York.
You got that together.
He got New York covered, okay?
Oh, I'm sure.
But now what he needs to do is make sure the motherfucking Bay keep in line about them Asian folk.
Or what?
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Nigga, or what?
So if Fab was like, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about, holler at somebody else.
Thank you.
What would it?
Then what?
How that
would
would have worked out?
We're doing a fucking memoriam on Mr. Fab's music. Only 2 motherfuckers listen to it anyway, so.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't.
So you're telling me that, when was the last time you ever heard somebody say, my favorite artist is Mr. Fab?
Okay, he might not be a favorite. And who the fuck is Flab? Okay,
Huh?
what? Cause he big?
No, I just like saying it because it's funny.
Oh my god.
But when was the last time you were in the car and somebody was like, "Turn on that Mr. Flab"?
You know, I just played that nigga shit maybe
What?
2-3 weeks ago. So
What song?
Huh?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know titles. Okay, let me show you because that nigga's on my playlist.
He's on mine. I like some of the newer songs he did, like the little positive ones.
You said the newer one?
He had one that's called "Keep On." It was talking about like some stay in school, stay on the streets. I like that shit.
I don't know none of the new ones, but
Yeah.
let me see.
Eat or Starve was a good one.
That sounds good, at least from the time.
No, he did a couple of good ones, like some positive stay in school, but all that Yellow Bus Rider and trying to pretend.
I mean, but you gotta think about when that shit came out. Niggas was on that shit.
Were they?
I mean, well, I don't know what you guys are doing out in Sacramento because y'all aren't the Bay, so y'all was probably doing some whole other shit. But you know, up here with we was fucking with it.
First of all, who was perpetuating this lie that people in Sacramento say Sacramento is the Bay?
Oh, I don't know. I just was making sure that you knew that what we do up here is very different from what the fuck you do over there at the state capitol. That's all.
So you mean to tell me that the cow town known as Sacramento is different from the Bay Area?
Yeah.
What?
Swear to God. That's why you can believe that
idea.
no one cared about the Yellow Bus Rider and it was all big ass joke because you were in Sacramento.
That is very true.
Right? With the people who don't act like that. They don't carry themselves that way. But see, over here.
We had some ignorant nigga shit.
Oh, well then, so you should be able to relate. You gotta think about the time.
We liked Mac Dre though.
I loved Mac Dre. That was my nigga.
Who was on with me? Mr. Worley. That's Auntie. She doesn't have her situation together, so she made me come on with my situation.
Wait. Oh wait, I'm covering the wrong shit. Hey y'all. Oh wait. Oh hey.
This is what I have to deal with. Yeah, every week.
I hell was covering my face.
I know. Jesus. Nothing but the best here at the best ever podcast. Like, Jesus.
Wait a minute.
Oh, here it comes. What are we looking for?
No. Keep going because I can't find it.
So yeah, I don't know. So, switching gears. Pet peeves.
No, but wait. Okay, real quick. Wait.
Tell me what you want to tell me.
So, I feel like as far as Fab accepting the
invitation.
Yeah, the China Mac invitation. I do feel like Fab do be in the community, and he may not be every day he doing some shit, but he do shit, and that is every year for many years. That nigga be on the news. The fucking mayor done gave him a special Oakland day, whatever. But I feel like I'll give him a shout out for at least even entertaining that shit, because to be somebody that people look to and somebody that people recognize as a Bay Area artist, somebody that made it, somebody that made it, right? It's like it meant something to acknowledge that, yeah, that was fucked up, we gotta do better. But I mean, have you heard him do anything about the fucking Asian people? Did he go on the news and make a statement, nigga? Did he fucking start a fucking...
He went on Wilson. The nigga news channel, yeah.
Okay. I'm saying, so it's like, he kind of took that and ran with it and didn't let it go where the fuck it went. I don't see him being out there trying to protest fucking Asian violence. What? Why do you have that face? I'm not speaking Spanish.
No, I was like Asian violence.
Yeah. But I'm just like...
I get it.
Now, if China Mac would have went and said something to Boosie, I think he'd have handled that a very different way, okay? So I'm proud of Fab for at least acknowledging and trying to own some part of his city, and what's going on.
I'm not mad at him. Like, you do a lot. You do little giveaways and all that type of shit, but I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. Let me leave him alone. Yeah,
What's weird?
You're great, Mr. Flab. You're the best thing that ever happened to us.
And now you're just a liar. No one said he was the best of anything.
I did. He's the best, absolutely. Come on the show. Come sit in your living room and listen to your bullshit.
Nigga, we really got a famous motherfucker on this shit.
I see him all the time, though.
Well, he's not hard to find.
I know. It's Broadway and 15th, I feel like.
Is it 15 feet that far down? I don't think he's that far down.
No,
maybe,
16th or something. Because right next to the cookie store.
Okay. Not far from the Beast Mode, though. Opposite side of the street.
Is it?
Beast Mode come first, then right past that on the opposite side of the street is Dope Air.
The more you know. A.T. Even King of Everything knows.
What? Who?
The Lost Project guy. They don't know because they can't see. So we'll talk about them in the other part. So thinking of that and all these things that bother me about Mr. Fab, pet peeves. I was thinking about this. Yeah, I know. What is a pet peeve you have?
Okay.
Don't think too hard.
I'm not thinking too hard. I'm just trying to think of... No.
People who say Mexicans.
I'll slap you. I am not a pet peeve, motherfucker. Okay? No. Okay. My pet peeve... Okay, you go first. I gotta remember what the fuck I had told myself.
Number one pet peeve. People who can't cross the street without pressing the pedestrian button. I fucking hate that. Like, I absolutely hate that shit.
Like, in the middle of the day?
I don't give a fuck if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So here's my thing. I drive a lot. I'm out in the street. In these streets, more than Mr. Fab.
Oh my God. You know,
from Berkeley to Alameda all the way to East.
You do that Uber Eats.
You got that right. Hey. Fucking Prop 22 the bees.
Yeah, because every time I got to pay that shit. I be hella mad. Who voted yes on this shit?
It's not bad.
No,
if you ordering $70 worth of food, what's $6 for a delivery fee?
I mean, it's not just a delivery fee.
And don't forget to tip your driver. Well,
yeah,
no,
I thought that was it. That was included. I thought on the thing there's a section that say tip. I got to tip you when you get there too.
So the delivery fee is like a service charge.
No, I'm not talking about the delivery. Oh, but you DoorDash. I do Uber Eats. I don't know. Maybe a little different. But it's they got like 3 fucking fees.
Yeah, like an Oakland fee, a delivery fee. Oh, Sully in the... Hold on, sidebar. We're talking about pet peeves, right? Mm-hmm. My man Sully's in here. The last time I seen my man Sullivan, John is probably about... What are you, John, about 5'2", 5'3", maybe like 140. I saw him press dude that was like 6'5". Like, we were at a gas station. The tall dude was with me. So we get out of the car. Sully sees me. He's like, yo, I'll slap the shit out of you. this and this. So I'm like, oh, tall dude's about to get on him. No. Tucked his tail and went in the store. And
just because you're big don't mean...
I understand. But it was just like, I didn't know what was going to happen. Because I'd never seen dudes in a high-pressure situation. And then we saw what he was really made of. And
maybe he just picked his battle, and that wasn't a battle he wanted to pick.
The 5'2" guy? You're like a foot tall? I guess, man. I don't know. Elephants are scared of mice, so I don't know.
See? Pick your battle.
I just think dude just couldn't fight. But yeah, so when I'm talking about people who can't cross the street, I'm talking about like if there's no traffic coming and they stand there and just press the button.
And wait for their little walk thing.
I can't walk. My wife does it all the time. It drives me fucking crazy. I'm just like, bro, there's no cars coming. Like, it's more than safe to cross the street. He's like, no, we have to wait for the button. Why? What's going to happen? Are the police just going to, like, swoop up out of nowhere and be like, boop, boop, boop?
Hey, they got me before. That's an $80 ticket, by the way. That was many years ago, so it's probably more.
Were you, like, jaywalking, or were you walking within the, oh my gosh, the crosswalk? Like, if you cross the street...
I was close to the crosswalk.
How close?
Like, diagonally walking towards it.
Whatever.
No, I ran across the fucking street, but I wasn't interrupting no damn traffic.
Right.
And that motherfucker really pulled me over walking. I guess I just should have kept walking. But anyways, yeah, that's an $80 ticket. And that was, I don't even know when. Long time ago.
Jesus Christ. So if you're under the age of 12 or over the age of 60, you get a pass. But I've seen old people get mad. Where like in Berkeley, where it's like it's only 2 lanes of traffic. Mm-hmm. I've stopped to let somebody old cross the street and they just wave me on like, motherfucker, I'm not that old. Oh, shit, my bad, OG. Let me just keep going. But then I've also seen the people who just walk into the street and don't look and just expect you to stop. I didn't buzzed a couple motherfuckers. Now I'm not gonna lie. I do usually have a water bottle in the car with me, and I can either confirm or deny that a water bottle has exited the vehicle as I drove by. Like, well, that was years ago. I haven't done it recently, but back in the day.
Talking about back in the day, I did all kinds of shit back in the day. I done threw wrenches at people on the freeway. I don't give a fuck. I will chomp that bitch out the window. So yes. Jesus
Christ. Wait a minute. Wait.
What? We were talking about back in the day.
No, we're not even talking about back in the day.
What?
Why the fuck did you have a wrench in the car? Just how
you just have all kinds of stuff in your car sometimes. Okay, damn, we had old schools. You don't know when you gotta work on something. I have vice grips too, cause the window didn't have no roller down, so we had the vice grips on the little roller down part, so we could.
You got wrenches and vice grips, and I had the toilet bowl in there. Like, Jesus Christ.
If I could have threw that bitch, I would have.
This nigga right here.
That's what I didn't used to give a fuck. You do some dumb shit, don't cut me off, okay? And cut me off and then drive. So you don't even pass the person you was behind. You could have fucking stayed behind them. Don't let me get on the side of you because I'm having a problem.
You can't steal my neck stopper.
Oh shit.
I used to throw nickels at people.
Nickels.
Because
like driving?
Because a quarter is too expensive to throw. I'm not gonna throw 2 or 3 quarters at you. That's like 75 cents. And pennies or dimes are too light. Like nickels are just that right. So I used to do that. So I'm not gonna act like I didn't do anything crazy. Plus I had a convertible, so I could get that full range of motion. It's really just.
Yeah, because you know that other shit you got to get up.
You gotta flick
like
it, yeah.
Bling type, yeah.
I wasn't doing all that. So yeah, that was all that.
You ever had a passenger and threw some shit past your passenger and they be like, bro,
lean back, nigga. What? Lean your seat.
Yeah.
Jacob, like what?
You wanna know something funny too? Okay, I don't litter, but I do litter, but I'm a conscious litter, okay? Litterer. So I only litter shit that's like biodegradable or will like decompose at some point. And that's okay because it goes back to the earth. But when I always but like I'm not gonna litter like plastic and shit that's just gonna be there forever.
Sure,
but no, it depends because if I'm like in a homeless environment, I do litter that stuff because I know they will pick it up to recycle. So it's okay. But
little Captain Planet ass nigga.
See, I really think about that type of shit. But when I do litter, I always throw it past the passengers. It's so funny in my Rich always be like, his motherfucker always be like, bruh, quit littering out my window. Litter out your window.
I gonna think it's me, goddammit. No, that's the point. I'm not gonna take this reckless driving and the littering.
You littering in my shit. Okay, sorry. That was a side note.
What? That was a hell of a side note, nigga. How are you supposed to be part of the Lost College Project? We're supposed to help the homeless people. I do. I be throwing my garbage to them just in case.
Not garbage, my recyclables.
Oh, good cleanup. That was a good cleanup. I was like, God damn. I put a little change in there, maybe in the bag. It's like an Easter egg hunt. Threw a full stripe and a Mormon. Dude said somebody threw a full Slurpee at a Mormon on a bike.
Oh my God.
That's assault. Like
that's the funniest shit though when people get fucked up on bikes. The the bike's dead stops and you just hurtle over the front of the fucking... You cannot tell me that shit don't be funny.
No, that's not funny. I haven't done that one.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not going to knock someone off their fucking bike, but I would laugh my ass off if I saw it.
I've seen people on bikes run into shit because they weren't paying attention. I've seen that happen before. Like, they were arguing with me.
It ran into...
I ran a light a couple of weeks ago because, like, out here they have a lot of the streets blocked off. So, like, if I sit at the light for more than 2-3 seconds and there ain't no traffic coming, I'm through there. So, dude scared the fuck out of me. Like, he gets up to the car, starts banging on the... I'm like, who the fuck?
On a bike?
Yeah. You ran that light back there, bro. I was like, you want my license and registration, officer? What the fuck? What do you want? You ran the light, bro. Well, call 911, motherfucker. Like, get the fuck out of here. So I'm driving. So he's doing that fucking mad bike. He's trying to catch me.
Like, for what?
I guess he was doing his fucking civic duty to tell me that I ran the light. I was like, okay. So then he pulls up next to me. And he's fucking... Because I slow down. And he doesn't see the car in front of him. So he has to swerve. And he tries to swerve. And he's fucking... Boom, 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 boom.
He fell off the...
Fuck you, nigga.
And you pull off on it.
Yeah, like, bro.
I can't believe that. Like, you really like, was there anyone was there any danger present?
No. That's why I was like, mind your business. Now look at you. Now you fucked up on the side of the road because you was worried about somebody else. Your stupid ass. Like, bro, you are not the world police. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So my second pet peeve, motherfuckers who can't drive.
Oh, God, I think that's everybody's pet peeve.
No, it's not even people who can't drive. It's the people who don't know how to merge. It's the people who... What's the connector where you go San Francisco, Oakland, Alameda? What's that called? There's like some kind of word.
With the maze?
No. So let's say you're coming 80 from Richmond. Like when you're coming into... Where you have to make the...
Where you either go right to the city, go straight... straight to Alameda, whatever. Yep. Okay.
So that. So like when people try to like dip over there, and it's like, what do you... Like, bro, we just switched spots. Like now you're just right next to me. You were just behind me. Like, what do you... We're going 10 miles an hour, bro. Like, we're not going anywhere. Like, right. Those people, the people who... Well, I guess I don't like myself because I do that shit sometimes.
What? Do what?
Do like the don't know how to merge or like... I'll be texting or something, and you look, and it's like, oh, shit. Like, my bad. And you do that awkward ass, like, let me not look at you and pretend like I just didn't do some stupid shit. Like, fuck. My bad. See, I wave at people, though.
Like the thank you, I swear to God, it got to be because we owe, nigga. No one does that shit no more. When I was growing up, everybody, you always saw that hand.
Especially if I just did some asshole shit, like,
bro.
If I don't want to wait to go to Richmond and I drive up to the San Francisco end and the last second cut over, I just roll the window. Thank you. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I'm an asshole. I know. I'm sorry. Don't fucking road rage me. It was a purposeful accident. I know. I was fucking up. My bad. But yeah, even when I try to get mad, if I see the hand, even a little,
yes,
motherfucker, you.
It really does make you like. At least they acknowledge that they fucked up. Okay? But when you just think you got the right to just jump the fuck in front of me and make me stop, bitch, how dare you?
That's when the nickel comes out. That's when, well, you can't keep nickels in your car because how much people are breaking your car. But yeah, that's...
You just gotta keep them in the cup holder with a cup over top.
They'll take the cup. I need this to fucking drink this fucking gutter water out of it or some shit. Like,
do you know if they broke into my car before and all I had was I had a jar with like little small papers in it, right? That, long story short, it just had paper and dice. 2 fucking dice in there, right? And they stole my jar with the fucking papers and dice in it. And I'm like...
He was about to take it back to the homeless camp, boy.
And then left the gloves they broke in with. I was like, where the fuck did these gloves come from? Oh, the thief. The thief left them.
Like, fuck it. It was a trade.
And I swear to God, they slept in my car, bro. Because my seat was all the way back. Like, when you laying down.
Throw the whole motherfucker
nap?
away. Probably hotboxing. They broke the window?
No, I don't. No, they didn't. I swear to God, I don't even know how
They were high class motherfuckers.
they had to jimmy that lock because none of the windows was broke.
That was
But
like the
it was in my
Corolla
little
or something?
green. No, I had a green Cougar. What is them things? I don't remember
Mustang?
what they. No. It's a.
Oh shit! Here it comes.
Shut the fuck up. One of them
What is
old.
it, a Stolo? You fell on a ride about a month ago. Damn, that's the most embarrassing shit in the world when you fall on the bike. Ain't nobody else to blame but you. You can't blame nobody. Oh shit. You don't know what kind of car you had? So
I don't remember what it was called.
when we first moved here, like I'm talking about the first night we moved in here, my car got broken into twice in the same night.
Oh, that's what it was, a Mercury Cougar. You know those little fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know the year, but I'm a little stupid ass.
Oh yeah, like an old school, like a real old school. Oh yeah, they did some.
Yeah,
Boop.
yeah.
Yeah, they popped that shit. Mm.
It was like one of these. Well, this says 2002. Was it damn sure?
Was it 90 something?
You know those little.
Oh.
Just a little.
Oh yeah, the commuter. Oh yeah, they took that shit.
Yeah, and then when I went to the car that next morning, like, I realized because the passenger door was just popped just a little bit, like it wasn't closed. Like, you know when you close it, but you got to hit it with your hip to get the full. I was like, well, see, I'm light skinned, I can do that.
That's how light skinned niggas close the refrigerator.
Boop. That's how they had left my shit. I was so mad. All for nothing.
At least they stole your dice. They stole like 45 cents.
And broke a window to get it?
So that I came out, for some reason, I came out to smoke or something, like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I was looking and I was like, these motherfuckers. So I'm like, all right. So they rummaged through all the shit. Because I knew how much change was in there because I had just came from the store. I'm like, really? For 45 cents? All right. So I put a plastic bag over it, tape it down. I come back out at 6 and someone else broke into it.
They took that bag off.
They didn't even, they just unlocked it, opened it, and then some more papers were thrown around. I was like, ain't this a bitch? Like, what the if this is what Oakland's gonna be like, I think we've had the car broken into at least 6 times. Maybe 7. I had a rental car get broken into. Wait, we talked about that last time. I'm still on the look for my goddamn sweater.
I don't remember.
They broke into the rental car and took one of the Tru Savs sweaters. So anytime I see someone with an all black hoodie on, hey, I almost hit the homeless lady because she had like right after it happened the next day she had a brand new black sweater and I was like, I'm about to hit this bitch with this car. And it was fucked up because it was red.
Oh shit.
So like I'm looking and I swerved over and was like, oh, see. And she was like, huh? But it like said something else. But I was like, man, I'm about to run you over, motherfucker.
You know that shit that got passed around. It probably ain't even with the motherfucker that took it.
It's probably in the dumpster somewhere. Somebody probably wiped their ass with it. Oh, this is nice and soft. This is better than the paper bags I've been using. Like, fuck you, nigga. There's no fucking change in the pocket. Nah, that shit was horrible. Number 3. This is my absolute number 1 fucking pet peeve. Panhandlers. Not homeless people. Not homeless people. Panhandlers. This is why I say panhandlers. Because like I said, I drive around all the time. So I get caught at the freeway entrances a lot of times. Mm-hmm. So homeless people, like real homeless people, like pushing the cans and shit, like they very rarely like panhandle. Like they don't really ask for money. They just kind of mind their business. It's the people who are trying to get over. So like for example, I was in Emeryville. I'm watching dude. There's I don't know what to call it. The little button for the crosswalk. Mm-hmm. It's on the island where he's at. Oh, so he's pushing the button. So now it stops the light for 30 seconds. So he's walking up and down the cars trying to get money. And I'm like, oh, you bitch ass motherfucker.
You stop traffic just so you can ask motherfuckers for some change.
And it's like Chris Rock said, was it Chris Rock or was it Dave Chappelle? If a homeless person has a funny sign, he's not really homeless. Because ain't nothing funny about being homeless. And I was like, that is the realest shit ever. Anyone who had time to come up with some clever shit, like, you ain't really that hungry. Like, get the fuck out of
You
here.
cannot say that.
I'm not saying it's an absolute fact, but I'm just saying, like, anyone that's got some real clever shit, like,
They trying to make you laugh, so you give them $1.
Yeah, so.
No, that's what it is.
So, also, again, I'm on the freeway all the time.
Well, how do you feel about those people with the signs that say "We'll work for food, we'll work for money"? Like, so you think are you gonna pick them up and then go take them to go do some work?
Yes.
And then
yes. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna tell a funny story. Somebody. I'm not gonna say that out loud.
What? I don't.
The last comment.
I'm dead.
If you want to read the comments, go to Tru Savs 52 on Instagram.
Hey, I'll get kicks.
So I actually did used to pick up people, not the people with the signs will work for food, but I used to go pick up what are they called? Day laborers.
Be at Home Depot and shit. Right.
When we moved from the old apartment here, that's what I did. Like, I haven't picked up a box since I figured it out.
Wait.
Nah.
I never did that because I'd be like, when I be hearing them talking shit, I don't be knowing if they speak English because they don't be seeming like they speak English. So and then what I posted like, money to you, work for me. What the fuck? Like, how you supposed to solicit that?
I mean, most of them speak enough. Like, there's some that don't speak like any English, but they understand like dollar amount, and like they'll ask like, "What do you want?" So like, that's how it started for me. Was I used to work for this African dude, and he goes be like, "Anthony, I need you to go."
Say it again.
Anthony, and he would say like that all the time. That shit used to crack me up. Anthony, I need you to go pick up a Mexican. I was like, first of all, they're people. You're not gonna talk about it like it's a fucking bulldozer or some shit. I was like, so what do you mean? He was like, go to fucking Home Depot on Florin, or no, 47th and Franklin is where they were in Sacramento. And he was like, I need you to go pick up 2 guys and go to the job site. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not doing that shit. Like, I'm not picking up 2 strangers. Like a stranger danger, all that type of shit. Like, nah, bro.
Stranger danger. Yeah. Your big ass. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you.
What's that mean?
No one is doing nothing to you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I almost got kidnapped by some hefty old ladies before. I was drunk in the motherfucker. They pulled up on me in the van.
Because you wanted it.
Nah, I was drunk. There was like 4 of them. They were some BBWs. And they pulled it back to the club. I'm like, where you going sexy? I was like, I'm just trying to go home. Can you leave me alone? Come here. I was like, hey, hold on. They're about to do something strange. But yeah, the first time I pulled
Anthony,
up,
go get 2 Mexicans.
You have to say the A a little bit longer. Anthony. Every time, Anthony, I need you to go to 100 Ford Road. So the first time I go, again, I don't know. Like, I don't know the protocol. Mm-hmm. I don't know anything. I'm in a truck, and there's a wheelbarrow and a shovel. That's all they needed to see. As soon as they saw me pull up with a button-up shirt and the shovel, they were on me.
So they come to you? Like, you don't have to be like, hey, come here, check it out?
Nah. They already know what time it is. As soon as they see a truck and a motherfucker who look like he don't do physical labor, they're on it. Especially if they see a white guy in the truck, like 9 times out of 10, like you already know. So like they pull up, I pull up, and I didn't lock the door. I didn't know what was gonna happen. They all run up to the car and just start hopping in.
Wait a minute.
Like open the door and are in there, and I'm just like,
Are you serious?
Like the ones who speak English, like they might come up to the window and be like, how many, what do you want? But the real ones just get in the car and be like, where are we going? We're ready to go. And I was like, they go, what? So I was like, all right, I guess, bro. Like, whatever. So it was a taller guy in the short. He looked like Mario and Luigi.
Okay.
So like we get in and we go to the job site and like I just explain like what it is, like And again, there's a language barrier because
Right.
they don't speak the language. So I'm showing them like dig a hole like this long, this deep. I'll be doing this other bullshit over here.
Right.
And when I was talking to them, they said they walked from Guatemala, so like Central America. So they walked from Central America through Mexico, got here, got all the way to fucking Sacramento to stand at a gas station to work for some shit. So it's like I really don't have no sympathy for motherfuckers talking about, can I get $1 to go get some chick wing? Like,
Right.
not when there's a whole parking lot full of motherfuckers ready to do. And then that's the thing also is that people are scandalous. So there's people that will kidnap them.
Wait, the workers? For what?
So let's say I want to do some work on my house up in the mountains or some shit. Or let's say that I work at I do, what's the thing, like one of the cannabis operations. I'll go pick up 5 of them and take them out there and just, nigga, when we're done, I'm gonna bury your motherfucking ass.
What?
Like this isn't really recently because it's more legal now, but
right.
that used to be a thing. Like they'll take you up to the mountain, they'll ask who wants to come work on the little weed farm. You'll plant it, you'll manicure it, you'll do all that type of shit, and then after everything's done, like it's a wrap.
This motherfucker might remember how to get back, man.
Like, because then you're gonna be like, I want to get paid. And it's like, nigga, I'm not paying you shit. Or
that's so fucked up.
I've heard stories also because the first time we went, like they hopped in and were ready to go, but they'd also said that people will do shit like they'll take them up to like, oh, you gotta know where Granite Bay is. You know where Granite Bay, Folsom. So it would be like if you get someone
Folsom, like Folsom State Prison.
I think you're gonna say that. It would be like if I wouldn't pick somebody up off a high street and then took them to Piedmont or to.
I mean, that's not that far.
Well, but I'm saying like I'm talking about an affluent area, like somewhere nice. So if I don't want to pay Billy Joe Bob $10,000 to do this contracting work, I'm gonna go pick up a couple dudes from Home Depot, and you're gonna dig the fence and whatever. And then when it comes time to pay, they're just like, "Fuck you."
Are you serious? Like that's so fucked up.
Because it's like, what are you gonna do?
That's not the fucking point.
No, I understand, but it's like I'll call the police on you right now.
Bitch, how about I just stab this shit out of you and then run?
Now you're gonna go to jail. And
well, they don't even know I'm here. The fuck?
Well, then that was the thing. Like that happened like a lot.
That's so fucked up though.
Or if they
and then you wonder why them motherfuckers be stealing shit or something. You be brought one of their ass to the fucking site, wonder where all your tools went at the end of this shit. Where the fuck is my hammer? Why I can't find the goddamn nail gun? Cause see, they trying to get over before they get got over on. That's fucked up though.
Cause that was another thing. Like they were kind of like weird about like when it got time to like get paid and shit. Like they were weird about it. And I was like, why are you?
Well, like what? Like they didn't want to ask.
Well, like I could see that it was like they were looking at each other like because we didn't get paid right then and there. I had to take them back to the spot and like get change or some type of shit. But I could already see they were thinking like, what are we gonna keep or what are we gonna break off this motherfucker if he decides not to pay us? So that was weird. Or because like the going rate back then was like $13 an hour, $14 an hour, whatever. Or what was it? It might have been 10.
Right. Once you do the breakdown, like
it was like 10 an hour. I don't know who came up with that. What fucking Home Depot union they had, but that was the going rate. So let's say you work 5 hours. It's supposed to be 50 a person. They'll just be like, here's $40 between y'all. Figure that shit out.
Bruh, you got me fucked up. But that speaks on character. That speaks on the people. Like, you can't do people like that.
They were weird. They weren't weird, but I would see them all the time. Because usually like twice a week I'd end up having to go get them. Because dude was the shadiest contractor ever. I would end up having to go pick them up. And I remember one time we went to McDonald's and I was just like, hey, get whatever you want. And they kind of looked at each other and they were like, nah, we're good.
Like this shit coming out of my pocket.
That's what they thought. And so I was like, nah, bro, it's good. Like, get what you want. And they kind of looked again and I was like, here. And I gave them their money right then and there and was like, now order what you want and I will pay for it. And they were like, Big Mac. I was like, oh, you motherfuckers understood that. You want to look at each other. But nah, it was, that shit was scandalous. Like, they were telling me all kinds of shit like that. There was a lady too at the gas station that used to sell pussy and weed.
Oh.
So she would get there.
Double hustle. Okay.
I was mad at her. She had a little red van, I'll never forget, and was parked on the side of the gas station.
Which one sold more?
The pussy.
Oh, they was buying that shit.
Oh, yeah. The weed was for the people who got paid and, like, you got done, like, 1, 2, or you were just bored, you want to sit there and get high. But the pussy was always selling. Because I used to ask, I was like, what is that lady doing? And they would be like, yeah, she's selling pussy. Like, because you might, if you get a job at 5, you might be done by 9, 10. So you got a choice. You can either work some more or you can get some pussy and go home. Go ahead and knock her down in the little van, get some weed, go home. Or the people who got off later, like 1, 2, something like that, same shit. I was like, damn, she ain't got to do shit. She's got to be here at 5 till 2. It's a hustle motherfucker, boy. You going to do something to sell that shit.
Oh, yeah, nah, hell nah. That's fucked up, though, how they did. I didn't know I guess I should have figured. But I really didn't think they do motherfuckers like that.
What?
I mean, it's like you already ain't paying shit. Just give it to them. What the fuck?
Why pay anything?
That?
Why pay anything then? Like, I'm not saying I agree, but it's it was just like, when he told me, I was like, the thought never crossed my mind, but when he said it, I was like, damn, I could see a motherfucker doing that. Just being like, fucking, I'm not going to give you shit. Because there's no one that can tell. Like, you'll get in more trouble telling.
I bet you I go home and tell nigga, motherfucking, what was his name?
Well, that's the thing, though. If you pick them up in Sacramento and you take them all the way out to Folsom fucking 45 minutes away, they already don't read English. So how are you going to know where you went?
That's so fucked up.
Because as soon as you drop them off, like, what are you going to do? Now you're going to fuck up the spot. So let's say you drop them off and say, fuck you, and you put some dents in the car or some shit, and I call PD. Yeah, it was a motherfucking parking lot full of Mexicans at Home Depot did it. Now you're going to blow up the spot. You can't really come back to Home Depot. So, I mean, it was scandalous as fuck, though.
What?
Well, there's another funny one I got. I think I told that one before, but I'll tell it again because you haven't heard it. Another thing, I had dropped him off at home one time because he never drove because like driving was too much of a risk. Because if you get pulled over,
right,
it's a wrap.
Right.
So I go to drop him off, and it was kind of scandalous because when I paid him, he was always like, "You got to have exact change."
But
like,
you
can't.
said.
Well, when I paid due, so like I can't give them $100 bill, and they split it whatever. So you got to have 10, 20, 30,
right.
40. So I gave him 4 20s and 2 10s, and since he got in the car first, he got 60 and the other dude got 40 because he got his friend to come with him. And so I was like, so you gonna run game on your man? Like, come on, bro. But I mean, I was like, all right, whatever. Like, that's y'all's situation.
Right.
So I go to pull up and drop him off, and they were in a 3-bedroom off of Fruit Ridge. I'll never forget. He must have opened the door, and there was 30 motherfuckers inside. Like, no bullshit. Joke. Like, he opened the door, it looked like a house party. Because I was like, what the fuck? I was like, are y'all having a party? He was like, no, like, all those people live here. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, everyone pays rent. So, like, this is, Jesus Christ, 2005,
what
2006.
What is you paying $3 a person?
So there's, back then, a 3-bedroom was probably $1,200. So if that, so what's that? 30 divided by 12, $40. So I mean, but now like ain't nobody got no room. Like I think the kids had the room, and but then everything else you think of eating expenses, all that type of shit. You splitting the shit 30 ways. Fucking beans and rice go forever.
Beans, rice, and tortillas.
You feel me? So I mean, that's the type of thing. So when it's like when I see a motherfucker out there begging, it's like I know there's people really out here getting it. So it's like for you to be sitting there, well, help me. God helps those who help themselves. Get your motherfucking ass out there to Home Depot and get on your shit. And those motherfuckers, they were embarrassing me. We were doing something one day. I was shoveling the shit. This nigga literally told me, Get out of the way. Like you're just in the way.
Cause they be, yeah, you fucking it up. Look, I got this. You brought me here for this. You go somewhere.
And and that was the day I stopped doing manual labor. Anytime I had to move or something, woohoo! The motherfuckers would pull up.
That was.
So
I can't do the 2-finger whistle.
So like that was I just never like any type of even when she was like we got to move here. She was like, oh, it's gonna be so hard because I can't. What do you mean? You got $100? We got some movers. Like don't even worry about it.
I'd be so scared to do that. Hey, but I'm sorry.
Okay.
That just popped into my head, but. Them motherfuckers be small, but they be strong. Like I had one of them fatback TVs, the old school TVs.
Mm-hmm.
I live on the second story, okay, but I got one. So 2 flights of stairs and a little bend around hallway, okay, and that was a heavy TV. So when I had the people come to pick it up, one little Mexican man, a little one. Okay, small, maybe 5 feet. Okay, and I was like, "Oh, it's heavy. I'm gonna have my boyfriend help you, like, to take it down the stairs." And he had parked across the street. Like, I'm like, "You're gonna need some help, little man."
He was like,
"That nigga." He was like, "I got it." That man, I swear to God, he picked that TV up by himself, went down all them stairs and across the street. He didn't ever even put that bitch down. And I was like, "How the fuck did he do that?" That TV probably was his weight, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Maybe that paper.
No, it was free hauling. He didn't get anything except the TV.
Wait, what? Oh, someone was picking it up?
Yeah, I mean, they just have a truck where, like, it says free haul, free pickup, call me. What the fuck ever.
He got paid for his...
Yeah, he took that somewhere. Recycle yard somewhere. Whatever. But...
Wait. So... the funniest shit I ever saw in my fucking life. We were moving apartments. So my mom had to move like all her stuff out the apartment. We were moving storage containers. So we're taking out this one, take it to a different one. So that was the one where they were like, man, get the fuck out the way. Like you're just helpless little nigga. And they were fucking bow,
assembly line in that shit.
I was just like, so before we got there, was there 3 of them? I think there was 3 of them. Cause I was like, I'm not fucking around. I'm not picking up a box. So I pick them up. And I get the budget truck, and this was like a 30-footer. This is a big ass one. Mm-hmm. You've been to Sacramento. You know where the Home Depot is on Florin by 99?
I don't know where anything is, but I've been there.
So I get the budget truck. I come over. I turn into the parking lot, and they already know what time it was. As soon as they saw me, because like they're right by the entrance, so they're already looking at me, and I'm like, yeah, nigga. When I tell you, it looked like the Hunger Games. Like, you know in the movies where, like, the good guy is, like, driving and, like, the zombies are chasing them and shit?
Yeah.
Boy. It looked like the Olympics. Because I'm just driving. I'm talking about they went from standing still to 20 people running full speed. Like...
Wait, how do it work? Is it like whoever gets in the truck first got it?
Whoever...
Or is there like a big person there that's like, okay, y'all 3 go?
Yes and no. So it depends. Every spot is different. But really it's whoever. It's just like selling dope. Like when you pull up to the dope spot, whoever gets to the window first, like, that's their sale. And it's pretty much the same way. And that's why you always got to pay attention to lock your car doors.
Because they would just jump in.
Niggas will hop in off top. Like, ain't no talking about it, discussing nothing. Like, whatever the fuck
you be like, but I didn't want you. I wanted that one.
Hey, well, he's going to... So...
What?
Funny you should say that. So I pull up. They're chasing... Again, I never lock the door because I don't think about it. I pull up. I finally stop. And now, they still got like 50 yards to go. So, nigga, it's fucking... Who wants it? Like, who wants it the most? So, Dude hops up on the driver's side, like tall, thin dude. And he's like, "Hey, what's up?" We'll do like his English is pretty good. So he's talking. As he's talking, two dudes hop into the car. And they're like, "We're ready, boss. We're ready, boss." And I'm just like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "I guess they got it." So
he hopped up on the wrong door, and then you
Right.
was on the wrong side.
he was too busy trying to bullshit me and talking shit. The other two dudes already hopped in and they're like, "We're ready." So I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." So I start to turn. Next thing I know, the door opens again, and there's another guy trying to climb in. And so I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck? Like, what is?" He grabs the second guy by the shirt and pulls him out. And there's like a wrestling match for who's like trying to get in the car. He yanks this motherfucker out, hops in, closes the door, locks it, and was like, "We're ready, boss." And I was like, "Shit, nigga, survival of the fittest. Let's go." So they dap each other up, and they're like, "All right, yeah." So I was like, "All right."
Damn.
I can't tell you to get out. Like, I guess he didn't want it that bad. God damn.
Wait, you make me want to have some work and go pick somebody up. Just for the experience.
It is like the first time is always weird because you don't really know.
Bucket list. No, I'm playing.
Nah,
Bucket list to pick some Mexicans up for work.
I'm really not into physical labor anymore. Like I was when I was younger, but like I'm really more of a I'll pay a motherfucker to do it. So like yeah, especially moving shit. Like I'm not trying to move all them boxes and shit. But yeah. So then when we got there, they were on it. They were done. They moved an entire 20 by 10 storage unit in less than 3 hours. Packed it onto the truck, got it to the other place, and packed it into the other one less than 3 hours.
Them niggas was not playing. They was trying to get back to the Home Depot for that next pull-up, nigga.
So I bought up some water, and then like we had like an old bike in there or something. So they asked like, "Can I have the bike?" I was like, "Yeah, we want that shit. You see it sitting in here.
Right.
Can I have that sleeping bag?" Here, motherfucker. Yeah, for sure. So we pull back up. These niggas hopped out with the bike and the sleeping bag. Like nigga, yeah, you see it.
And money in their pocket. Hold
And so they were like, "He gave that to you?" He was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you see it?" I was like, see. But yeah, it's so knowing that there's people out there like that, to see a motherfucker sitting on the thing, will you? I didn't have to fire a Mexican before.
That's hard to believe.
Nah,
they work so good.
I mean, it's just like with everyone, like all of them are good. Because one day, the guy I usually picked up, because then like word around the little thing would be like, "Oh, the fucking black dude that comes, like, we're with him and woo woo." Because once it's regular, you don't got to run up on people's cars no more. You could just be like, "Hey, I'll come." Because I think for like 2 weeks straight, I needed them at the same spot every day. So every day at 8, I would pick them up, bring them back. So they would be kicking me by the gas station. They wouldn't have to run out there. So when I would pull up and be like, "Who do you?" They'd be like, "Yeah." Right. So one day, dude got a real construction job. Because people do that too. Like, so real construction companies will hire them. Because all you got to do is pay them in cash. So you can pay them under the table.
Right.
So, I mean, anything happens, I don't got to pay insurance or no type of shit. Just fucking, hey. So he didn't come one day. So I told dude, like, "Hey, pick up replacement." Because, I mean, we'd be out there bullshitting. Like, I would tell them, I was like, look at it like this. If you work too fast, how do you? I'll tell you in a different time.
That was somebody on the live.
If you work too fast, we're not going to have any more work. So I need you to work hard, but not necessarily fast.
Right.
Plus, it's 100 degrees in the summertime in Sacramento, so.
Oh, it was more than 100 then.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all
like,
be pushing 105 and shit.
And I'm out here in khakis and goddamn button-up shirt trying to dig shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not trying to die today. So, but that was the thing, though. Was like, I'm not going to cheat you. I just need to it just needs to be done. But you don't got to break your back for me. Like, you don't got to. Right. I'm not here for that. Plus, at the end of the day, I'll buy some fucking cervezas. We be out there drinking and shit, eating McDonald's, smoking weed and shit. Well, they didn't smoke, but they would for goddamn sure drink.
Yeah.
So we be out there chilling. So I'm sure they told them, Like, oh, the fucking black dude.
You think they be telling? I don't think they tell. If they got a good hookup, niggas been passed out bikes, nigga buying beers and dinners and shit.
The bikes was something else. That was like years later. This was just that one. This was because I had to get the same two people because they were always there, and they lived together. So it was perfect. I was like, I know I can trust you. I know you guys are gonna work.
Right.
And so, even when I would pull up, because they would already know when people tried to, they were like, that's us. Yeah, you see it. Like, you see our little black dude come to pick us up. We probably gonna drink tonight, nigga. Get McDonald's, nigga. So I mean, so he brings this like older fat dude, and I'm already looking at him. I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. We get out to this motherfucker walking around, dragging the shovel and shit, and I can see the Mexican dude just looking at him like, nigga, like, what are you doing?
You won't be back.
Won't be back. So I'm telling the dude, I'm like, hey, you better holler at him. Like, you better tell him something. And so I guess he thought it was a joke. So I was like, going ahead, hop in the car, homie. He's like, what? I was like, come on, going ahead and hop in the whip. I took him right back.
And picked up a different one. Like, I need to exchange. This one don't work properly. I need another one.
Send him back wherever the fuck you got him from. Send this nigga back. I can't do nothing with him. So how stupid do you got to feel if I brought you back? So they're looking at him like, Felipe, get your ass up out of here. So then I brought back the other dude. So dude's looking at me like I'm mad at him. I was like, it's not your fault. Like, how would you know he was gonna be a bitch ass motherfucker like that? Like, you tried to hook up one of your roommates. Like, it's not your fault. So yeah.
Damn.
How do you compare that to people that are just sitting in their tents? I mean, I don't.
Wait, how do you compare? What is they saying? How do you compare?
I'm assuming he's talking about how do you compare people begging to people that are in your tents? Like, most of the people in their tents like collect cans or they're doing something, like, but they're not. Most of the time, most of the people I've seen panhandling are on some bullshit. Like, very rarely do I see like people panhandling that are trying to like do some shit. Like, most of the people who sit in their tents don't really have. They don't want to be looked at like that. And the reason why I said panhandling specifically is because I caught a fucking band of gypsies. It was the same lady with the same sign at different exits. Because I go everywhere.
I mean, they move around. They don't just stay at one exit.
But she wasn't homeless, like, by any stretch of the imagination. Because it was different women. Sometimes it would be kids. Sometimes it would be a guy. But they all had the same sign. Because I started taking pictures of them. Because I was like, well, that's weird. Because they would always be on Lakeshore. Like, right as you come off of... Like, if you're coming from the city, you're coming this way and you get off.
Get off on Grand, I think.
Yep. She would be right there. Or they would be on the opposite side coming from the east. Mm-hmm. And it was always the same sign. And so I started taking a picture and I started looking and I was like, oh, this is the same bitch. Or it would be a kid and it was always the same sign. And I was like, so she would walk up and be like, please, please. I was like, oh, so y'all out here hustling today, huh?
So maybe the whole family was homeless. And they shared a sign. What? You said a mom, a dad, and kids, different times. Maybe the mom was out looking for a job, getting an interview one day, okay? And dad had to be out there.
Yeah. I just watched the motherfucker dig a hole 6 feet deep by 6 feet wide for $40. So, also, because again...
Okay, but you can't even compare that because, okay.
I agree, you can't.
Because, one, half of them motherfuckers are sending that shit back to Mexico, doubling, tripling, quadrupling their fucking money.
Agreed. Okay.
And two, I mean, who are you gonna go pick up some
day laborers?
Well, no, I wasn't saying. I wasn't gonna say that. I was saying like some black people that's just at Home Depot talking about we need a job.
Yes, because I've seen that before. I've only seen one black guy at a Home Depot before with all the Mexicans.
You picked him out. I want you, nigga.
I didn't need anybody that day, but I was going to the gym.
Oh my God.
I was going to the gym on High Street because the gym is right next to Home Depot. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, this nigga is really about this money. Like, he is really out here.
Do you remember on the last episode or episode before when we talked about how immigrants have it different? Okay, now theirs a little different. They don't count, I guess. They didn't get a storefront and shit. But homeless people or unemployed people from America in America, okay, are probably gonna try to do something different than stand in fucking front of fucking Home Depot and go dig a fucking 50-foot hole for $40.
For $10.
I can just sit out here with my sign and I'll get $1, okay? And I'll have maybe by the end of today or it may be tomorrow, I have $80. Who knows, right? 'Cause it's tax free, all that shit. But it about go and dig you up a goddamn what do you call it? A fucking a fucking trench worth of digging for $40. It ain't gonna happen unless they're crackhead.
Not really, but I get your point.
Who you know finna go do all that fucking work they be doing for nothing?
Everybody. Besides them? Nah, not these new crackheads. They don't do shit. They just want some money. Old crackheads used to at least have some. I'll wash your car. As a matter of fact, there's a homeless dude that used to live across from our building on 25th. He used to wash cars. He'd be like, yeah, shoot me 5, whatever, and I'll wash your car. You shoot me dub, I'll keep your car washed all during the week. Like, nigga, what? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, that's respectable. But, like, and then plus, like, over the years, like, I've learned to see what a homeless person looks like. Like, you can tell what homeless people look like. Usually, number 1, by their shoes. Number 2, by their hands. Number 3, by their smell. Like, if you're really homeless, like, your shoes are going to be beat the fuck up. Your hands are going to be dirty as fuck because you don't really have nowhere to do anything like that. And obviously, you're not going to smell the best. So when I see you and you have on different clothes that are obviously washed, you have on shoes that aren't turned the fuck over, and you smell like Dove, it's like, nah, man. Nah. Take that shit somewhere else. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. And then I knew it was bullshit because I would always call him on it. I would always be like, oh, you out here hustling today, huh? Like, you just trying to get, because I mean, and people would give him hands full of money, especially when you see that 3-kid shit all the time. So it's like, damn. Because I used to give people money, like, all the time. If I had cash on me, here, homeless dude. Until one day, I was walking to the liquor store, and black dude told the homeless dude, get the fuck out of his face. And I was like, damn, bro, like, you can't help your fellow man now? You can't get it? He was like, I work too hard to give my money away to a motherfucker just asking for money. He's like, now homeless women and homeless kids, like, okay, like, I'll give it to him. But if you're a man and you're homeless, and I quote, why don't you have some fucking heart and go steal for a living? And I was like, I don't agree with it, but, like, I see your point. Like, if I was homeless, and I know in the pandemic they're not taking one to jail for anything less than a felony, I'm going to go in Target or Safeway and I'm going to get me a sandwich and maybe some little... We had a dude that used to do that. He used to come into Target every Saturday. He would steal a bag of Oreos, like the box of Oreos, a chocolate milk, and a box of Pop-Tarts. Every Saturday, he would come in and would just walk through the store and just drink his chocolate milk and walk out with his Pop-Tarts. You couldn't do shit. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to give the niggas some money, but at the same time, it's like, you can't depend on the graciousness of strangers forever. Like, you got to do something. Like, at a certain point, like, just like if I see the same homeless people asking for money every day, but then when I come back, you got a 211. Or you didn't ducked off down into the darkness.
Wait, speaking on that. Shit. Speaking the fuck on that, nigga. Last week, I was on lunch break, okay? And the motherfucker walked by and asked if I had a quarter. Do you remember when crackheads used to ask for like a dime and a nickel and a quarter? Now they asking for whole dollars. Like, okay, I know every year, prices go up and nigga, goddamn. But so this motherfucker he asks me for a quarter. And I told him, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to do you something better, okay? I said, now, don't be offended, but I ain't about to give it to you. I'm about to set it over here. You pick it up yourself. Yeah, it's Corona. I don't know what he doing, right? He ain't all the way together. So I said $1, okay? 4 quarters. $1 down. I'm like, okay, you got that, right? So he gets it. I swear to God. day before yesterday. I see the same motherfucker. He was out there so goddamn high. Okay, this nigga was flipping over benches. This nigga stretched. He done stretched out across the bench, flipped off of it, right? All kinds of shit. And I'm thinking, bitch, that's what you did with my dollar, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I could have bought me some chips. I could have fucking. But I mean, once you give it to them, it's theirs. You can't dictate what they can do with it. Hell.
I don't.
And so, I mean, okay, like you said, you can't do this forever. Who knows when is there forever? That just might be the phase in there now that they're in right now, right? And then a little bit later, it gets better, and they wasn't doing that forever, right? But when they crossed your path, it just happened to be in their downtime. You can't be mad at that. But you know my one pet peeve, speaking on that fucking homeless shit?
You're not going to take my fucking chip money to go buy a 211, nigga. But go ahead.
I mean,
go ahead.
If I give it, I don't really give a fuck what you buy with it. I don't really fucking care. Go get high. I get high too. I mean, I spend my own money, but whatever. Okay, so, but one thing I do not fucking like, I fucking hate it, it drives nails through me, is when I'm with my kids and they ask me for money. And I don't know why, but it bothers the fuck out of me because I'm like,
what?
You dead ass see me with kids. Like, I'm clearly taking care of someone already. Like, the audacity, don't fucking ask me for no fucking change. I don't have no change. I got children. I got kids. They get to change. Like, what do you do? The fuck?
Like, that nigga.
Like, okay, ask my daughter if you can have the change. That's her change. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Now, when I don't have my kids with me, I don't really be bothered when people ask me. I don't know, but I be so mad when I have my kids. They be like, "Can I have $1?" Bitch, no, you cannot. Like, I have kids.
Did you
What
see
the
this?
fuck?
You're not even independent. Let me get your social.
What the fuck?
I can claim you too, motherfucker.
I don't know why, but that just bothers the fuck out of me. Don't ask me for shit when I got kids with me, because you wanna know what? I bet you I spent twice as much as I planned on spending today because these motherfuckers is here. And now you need $1 too?
Like, watch the window or something. Like that, I'll give $1 for that.
A fair exchange ain't never been no robbery. Right. Where is the incense? Can I get 2 for $1? I mean, hell, at the right? Something, you ain't got a bottle of water? You ain't got a lighter in your fucking pocket? I told you that time a motherfucker gave me a lighter. I take it.
Joke, motherfucker.
Thank you. Yeah.
Do something.
But you can't just gimme for nothing.
Yesterday I went to the ATM and some dude comes up to me looking. I'm reading the Instagram. I offered him an individual bag of chips and he said, "Oh, I offered him a bag of chips as he wanted," and he said, "Nah, that was for money."
You know, I seen that shit. It was a motherfucker in front of me when I was younger. When I was a kid, my stepmom was driving. And the car in front of us had gave this homeless person in the median an apple or some oranges. What the fuck
that's
ever.
Fired right back at you.
Swear to God, he chonked that shit at that bitch so fast. And I was like, oh my God.
Bitch, how am I gonna smoke this? I can't smoke no motherfucking orange, bitch. I smoke crack.
Like, I couldn't believe it. I saw him do that shit in front of fucking Whole Foods one day. I'm outside, and it's a bitch in the car at the light. She done gave him in. She had a sandwich, but she only ate half of it. The other half was untouched.
I'll kill a nigga.
Wait.
I will hit you with this motherfucking car.
Wait. So she gives the dude the other half of the unate sandwich. And her light happens to turn green right as this little transaction is happening, right? So she goes to pull off and he's seen, I don't know, maybe he thought it was money in the sandwich wrapper. I don't fucking know. But he seen that shit and was like, "Bitch, I don't want no sandwich," and threw that shit, right? And I was like, bro, she could have ate her own fucking sandwich.
So
like,
if I get out the car and beat this homeless person's ass, am I wrong?
Like, how the fuck you called her a bitch and everything? Bitch, I don't want no fucking sandwich. Oh, okay. Well, excuse me, I thought beggars can't be choosers, but here y'all are choosing and shit.
Here y'all are begging like a motherfucker. Like, how the fuck did that work? Jesus Christ. Yeah, no. Fuck.
You be killing me with this Jesus Christ. You're gonna have to come up with another fucking time, another word, another thing.
Why?
Yeah, because that's all you say.
What do you want me to say? Cheese and rice or something?
Cheese and rice. No.
Why? What's wrong with Jesus?
What is that?
What kind of changes you expecting being posted up at the ATM? That shit only dispenses 20s. Well, they do 10s and 5s at some.
Now.
Yeah, I know, right?
That just started happening.
Fuck.
I thought the screen was broke at first. I'm like, what do you mean a 10? I could get a 10
Yeah,
now?
and they ask you how you want your money. I was like, what? Think about it's the overdraft fees. Like, bro, I got $18.
I'm so sick. Oh, can I make that a pet peeve? Oh my God! For all the banks out there, when someone requests their money, can you fucking give it to them so I don't think I got more than what the fuck I got?
Yeah, processing.
I fucking hate that shit. You be done called your shit. Account balance is $925. Bitch, go spend some money, and I was already short $200 because somebody done requested they shit and I didn't know. Pay the people. Give it to them. Get that shit out my goddamn account.
They're taking the interest.
What?
So what they do, so it's just like when they say, like when you pay, it automatically deducts it. But then when they send it back, it's 3 to 5 business days. Because they're collecting interest on it while it sits in their account.
Wait, what do you mean send it back? Wait, what do you mean?
So, like, for example, we paid for Royal Caribbean before we left, before all this shit happened. So we had paid like $2,000. So they kept pushing it back, and we were like, all right, just fucking let's give us a refund. So they're like, all right, we processed it on Sunday, so you should get it between Wednesday and Friday. So instead of them just automatically deducting it, they're collecting interest on that money in their account. So that's why it sits and it sits and it sits and it sits. And then they finally send it on the 5th day. Like, oh, well, we don't know. That's why they do that.
Oh, so the bank gets in?
So if Royal Caribbean has your money, let's say it's 1%. So Monday they got that 1%. Tuesday they got it again. Wednesday they got it. Thursday they got it. And then Friday they send it. So they still, even though they sent your money back, they still kept all of that money, all the interest they earned. So that's why companies do that.
I'm saying it was like reverse.
That's why your bank does it. So when someone asks for money and you send it and it says processing or whatever, they're still collecting interest on it. Because you got to remember.
Well, can you just take it out of my goddamn account? No. So when I hear what the fuck it tells me I got, that's what I got?
Nah. That's how they make money.
Like that shit pisses me off.
Because then you get overdrafted.
Exactly.
That's how they make money.
I'm just saying, like, nigga, take your fucking money and get the fuck on. Stop making me think I got more than what I got.
I miss the good old days. Did you ever used to float checks on the weekend?
I have no idea what that means, so I guess not.
So back in the day with the old school ATMs, when they had the deposits where you had the envelopes, we would call it floating a check. So you would put an empty deposit slip in. I guess that's not floating a check. A floating a check would be when you write a check on Friday and it didn't get processed till Monday. So you had till Monday to deposit the money. So let's say I'm going out on the weekends and I know I don't have no money, but I know I'm gonna get paid Monday. What I'll do is I'll take an empty deposit slip and I'll put it into the machine and say, oh, I just deposited $200. So the bank would say, okay, cool, here's your $200. So now I go fuck off for the weekend. And then on Monday, the bank's like, hey, this fucking envelope is empty. And they'll be like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. Here's the money.
I thought I put the money in there.
Exactly. So that's why they have it now where you got to put the actual physical check in there. They don't have the paper slips anymore or the paper envelope.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't like that shit. I hate that shit.
That's why, that actually is going to kind of segue us into what we were supposed to be talking about.
Hey, you told me I was good at that shit.
So as we all know, I just had my first child. And things are kind of weird now.
Why?
I tried smoking a little bit, but it's like it fucks me up. Like it's not really fun being high when kids are around.
Alright. That's when it's the most fun.
Different strokes.
Well, plus you have an infant, so that's very different. But if you had a fucking toddler or a 5-year-old, you'd be ready to be. Look, do what you want, okay? Where's the mimosa?
If they were older, yeah, like they could talk, kind of fend for themselves, like okay. Whatever. Yeah. But when it's like someone is completely dependent on you, and like you got to be on point, it's like it's not even fun because it's like, damn, am I doing this right? Oh fuck, I'm high as shit. Did I park in the right spot? But it's just like I don't really give a fuck about much, as we've all found out in the podcast. But now it's like when you have someone who's dependent on you, like you've got to be on point. So it's like I never understood also the I'm not asleep, I'm just resting my eyes. I always thought that was bullshit.
No, it's not.
Now it's like I get it, motherfucker. I absolutely get it. Because like he'll be asleep on my chest sometimes, and it's like I'm just gonna nope. Is he right here? Is he still breathing? Is it okay? Hold on. Yeah. And it's like next thing you know, 3 hours went by, and you're asleep like that, and then it's like, God damn, I'm tired, more tired than before I went to sleep. And so it's just like it's little things like that you can't explain. Because I would always say, you don't know till you a parent, and I was like, you just can't explain it, motherfucker. Like that's on you. And now I'm like, oh, I was an asshole.
I get it.
Like okay, yeah, you're right. But Michael, since how many kids you got? Like 8, 7, something like that.
I wish. I wanted a squad.
Yeah,
God didn't bless me like that. He blessed me with one, and I have a stepson.
Right.
So I have 2.
What? So I was thinking about this because it made me think about all the shit that my parents used to do. So that's how I learned how to float checks and shit like that. Was my parents taught me all that.
Okay.
What is something that your parents taught you that you're glad that they taught you?
It's a lot of stuff. I don't know.
So like, my parents. Oh, yeah. Shout out to me. I know. I always laugh at his ass. He was like, "Were you a funny motherfucker, pops?" I used to call Comcast, so like the cable would get cut off. So you can go to turn on the TV, it's a blue screen. Please contact 1-800 Comcast. So I would call, be like, hey, my mom mailed a check yesterday or something. Total was like 55 something. They were like, yeah, she mailed that yesterday. So you could just do us a solid, cut that back on. Oh, for sure. So like they taught me how to finagle customer service and how like anything is possible over the phone. Like as long as you got the right attitude, like you can do whatever. So like, what did they teach you that you are probably gonna pass on to your kids? That you were like, you know what, that was a good thing that you taught me that.
Don't me. I don't fucking know. It's so much shit that they
pick one. All right, I got a better one for you. What did they teach you that you are not going to teach to your kids? Like what behavior or like what did they show you in their parenting that you're like, out of all this shit, I am not going to teach my kids that. Like absolutely not.
One thing was to be how would I say it? To date and like court people because they are financially stable, because they have a lot of money. And that's what you would do. That is what I would not do, because I always felt, well, not always, but I a lot of times felt pressured, like, because I told you, like, this is my first nigga with a job, okay? So I never even brought a nigga home that had a payroll job, okay? So, but it was very much like, why you don't try and get you a doctor? Why you don't try and get you a lawyer? Why you don't try and get you a somebody that has some sort of status, right? Or some sort of financial ability to provide. And my thing was like, that don't breed happiness. That don't. I might don't like that motherfucker because he just
But he pays all the
money.
bills.
Yeah, it's like I don't care about that shit. But that was like a big thing. Like, why you always got these motherfuckers that? I mean, well, shit. He go to school, like, you know what I'm saying? He hustle. It ain't like the nigga broke.
He been in junior college for 7 years. Shit.
But it's just like that was a big thing to focus on trying to find
Financial
someone,
stability.
in your partner.
Right.
You know, and I always had a job, so I always had my own money, but I think they felt like I should have someone who was at least financially where I was or better. And my whole thing was just because they don't got a fucking job don't mean they not a good person or they not a good fit. Like all you seeing the wrong shit. And then I look at some things and I be like, well, you're not happy with your person with all that money. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would I want to? I mean, yeah, all the bills are paid. And yeah, I mean, you got nice cars, you got nice clothes, nice jewelry, nice whatever, good food, all this, but nobody's happy.
There's that.
It's like you motherfuckers can't even live together. Like, no one's happy, but all the bills is paid. The bills is good.
But our relationship is shitty.
And I wouldn't want my kids to be with somebody just because they feel like they could provide for them financially. Or just because they could, they have a better stature in, you know what I'm saying?
I'm in a lot of like marriage groups where they talk about like, oh, we have this issue, that issue. And that's what a lot of women say, especially from the South or like Midwest. The man has to be the provider. And this and this. And it's like, yeah, I mean, that worked like 40 years ago when like women weren't necessarily in the workplace and women were homemakers.
And when bills weren't what the fuck they were, no person can pay these bills by themselves.
And if they can, like, do you think you're going to have much of a voice? Like, if I'm paying $3, $4, $5 a month and I'm providing everything, like, bitch, you're going to sit there and shut the fuck up. Like, you're not going to have a voice. Why would your opinion matter? All you do is provide pussy in this situation. So, and they were trying to say, oh, well, a woman does this and it's because we're providing you encouragement. Bitch, you ain't at work on 40, 50 hours. Get the fuck out of here. I'm providing encouragement. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, but we do that, okay?
I agree.
But it's not worth. It's not. Like, you don't feel like that's fair exchange.
Like now, you got to be a 10. So now you got to look like a supermodel, and you better cook the best motherfucking biscuits and gravy ever. Bitch, you will be replaced. Like, and it's not to be misogynist or anything like that. It's just a fact of the matter. If you don't bring anything but pussy, it's gonna be a hard road, my dear. Like, and then people, I think they try to romanticize the idea of what it was. Like, bitches were getting beat the fuck up. Like, not only were they getting beat the fuck up, but like...
My bathwater ain't drawn, bitch.
Is this bathwater 96 degrees, bitch? Like,
and I told you, I do not want fucking spaghetti 2 times a week.
Did you put sauce on my noodles, bitch? Like, what the fuck?
I like the sauce on myself.
Like, what? And not to mention, like, a motherfucker might have a family on the other side of town.
Great one.
Like, I'm saying back in the day, like...
Yeah.
They might have a family in the next county over. So you might got some cousins you ain't never heard of because you can't leave the house. All you got to do is watch kids and shit. Or it might not even be an open secret. Like, you might know that Jethro done got 4 or 5 other bitches pregnant, but you can't do nothing because you don't have a trade. You don't have no money. All the shit's in his name. Like, fuck, women couldn't have a bank account until the goddamn 70s. So it's like, yeah, all that shit sounds good, but I mean... I don't think they really looked at like what it was when they would tell women they're like, yeah, find you a nigga who can do whatever. But for me, I would say expressing emotions. Like that was like something that just didn't happen in our house.
Really?
Like you could talk about some shit like it was doop doop doop. It was the fact of the matter, but like there was no like. I'm upset or I feel like this, it was like, I don't want to hear that shit. Life's not fair, nigga. Like, well, fuck. Like, I can't even say, like, why I feel that way. It was, this is what it is, and that's it. So now when you take that into adulthood, when you try to be matter of fact, black and white with people, it's like, well, my feelings don't come into account for none of this shit. Like, nope. So it's like, well, damn. Because, like, it was weird to me when other people would have emotions about shit. Like, well, on the last episode of the Best Ever podcast, we talked about movies that make me cry. It's crazy. I'll cry like that now. Like, before, never.
Right.
Absolutely
never.
God, I didn't cry at funerals. I didn't cry when horrible shit happened. Coco brings die. We were at the last apartment and we watched Coco. That shit. He's gonna. They're not gonna remember. But they've got to remember Coco. Oh, die. Fuck. But yeah, that was. Emotional maturity, I would say. Like being able to understand that and maneuver that, like that would be, because a lot of people don't have that one. Like I've noticed that, especially a lot of guys, like that's a thing, not being able to just fucking talk. Like, hey, this is how I feel, this is whatever. Because like most people are uncomfortable talking about emotions. I feel a certain way or I feel this. It's very strange. Very strange. Yes. Say it.
Okay.
Say it.
So, one, I can kind of relate to that, but so I had separate households. I had a household on my mom and a household with my dad, right? And it was hard for me because they were very different. My dad.
Wait, your parents weren't together?
No. Well, they were like together when they had me, but not married, no shit, dating. Anyways, so what? Why that face?
I didn't meet someone whose parents were divorced until I went to a public high school.
Oh, see? And I didn't really know people whose parents were married. Like, what the fuck? But, okay, wait.
No, go ahead.
So, like, at my dad's house, my dad was in the Army, and very much no emotion, no love. We didn't say I love you. We didn't hug. Like, if we hugged in that house, it felt so awkward because it was something we don't do. You know what I'm saying? And the only emotion that he was really able to express was upset and anger. Mm-hmm. That shit came out easy as pie or whatever the fuck they be saying. Okay.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
But at my mama's house, it was very different. It was very much, we hug, we kiss, I love you, we this, we that. It was very much like more, not closer, but more just...
express your emotions
a lot more. Right. And so I was the one who had a hard time with that because I didn't know how to do that shit. Right. And I'm like, hugs, okay, like, sure, right? But it grew on me. But it's like now that I'm older, I wouldn't want that for my kids to don't know how to express all the other emotions you have except anger or upset, because everyone seems to be able to do that.
That's the easy one.
We can all do that. Oh, bitch, you done pissed me off. Okay? But then when you got to talk about something hurt your feelings or something made you feel this way or I love you or I'm scared or what the fuck ever, like, those don't come out as...
Why do you think that is?
Easy. I think it be because you scared of the reaction you're going to get from the other person. And that's a lot why I don't. Halfway because I be feeling like nobody really gives a fuck about how anybody feels any fucking way. And if I take the time to voice my opinion and I feel like it's not respected or I don't see the change I'm asking for, or I feel like I don't get the reaction I want, I feel disrespected because now I done told you, I've made you aware of how I feel about this shit. So if you keep doing that shit, now I got a fucking problem. So for me, it's just easier if I just be like, I just don't really express
I'ma
that shit
slap the
at
shit out
all. I mean, but you know I don't be serious. But like, I just don't really express that shit at all because one, I feel like nobody really fucking cares anyway. It's not like they're gonna change because you told them you didn't like that shit.
We'll talk about that in a phone call later.
Oh shit, y'all got personal, private shit going on the lives and shit.
I'll tell you.
But it's like I think you be scared of what the other person reaction will or will not be.
I would agree almost 100%. I think it's the same thing. It's no one wants to put themselves out there like that emotionally. To be like, this is how I really feel. This is why a lot of dudes will fake. What is it? Oh my God, I forgot what the meme was. But they'll fake emotion. So they'll hit you with the, oh, I love you, you're the this and this and this, just to get some pussy, then like I'm out.
Right.
But when it's someone they actually care about, they don't want to really say it because no one wants to be rejected. No one wants to be like, what? Did you hear this cornball nigga saying ha 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 ha? Like, and then especially when it's someone that you actually give a fuck about. Like if it's someone I don't care about, man, fuck you, bitch. Like, I don't care. But
right.
when you put yourself out there, there is that kind of. There's that kind of. Oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to you for words. Like, that's how I know I fucked it.
And don't look to me for anything in the vocabulary, like, okay? Because I got mine is limited.
I mean, I get it like that. Well, see, my thing is, it's weird. It's not weird. It's difficult for me to understand the 2-parent household thing because I didn't know anybody like that. I'd never seen it, and like it, I felt like a jackass because the first day we went to school, I had said something about someone was like, oh, my mom's house. Like, oh, well, what did your dad say? And they were like, what? My dad doesn't live with me. And I was like, what? Your mom and dad don't live together? Like,
are you serious?
What? Everyone I went to church with, everyone who went to private school, they were all married. And if you didn't, it was because like your parent died or something.
Right.
So there was no single mom, single dad. Like that just wasn't a thing. So in my world, it just didn't happen. So when I finally started to see it, I was like, oh shit, like.
Motherfuckers really only got one parent.
Well, I didn't even look at it like that because they were like, oh no, it's the shit. Because you get 2 Christmases and 2 this and this.
Oh my God.
So I was like, hey, you motherfuckers need to break up, nigga. I'm trying to finesse this shit. I need 2 Christmases and all that type of shit.
That is true. You get 2 birthdays, 2 Christmas. You get 2 of everything, but
then comes the step parents and then the doing shit out of spite and your mama said you can't have frosted flakes. Nigga, you can have all the and all that type of shit. So seeing that was kind of different. And then again, like step parents, I didn't know what the fuck that was. And then like the disrespect towards step parents, like that was, is that. Well, your kids are still kind of young, right? Your step kid? Mm-hmm. All right, Jesus Christ.
But as far as the step parents, because I had step parents, in my life, I've had 3 step parents. I had 2 stepmoms and a stepdad. And my first stepmom was around when I was very young, 2. Like some young shit. So I didn't really look at her as a stepmom. I looked at her as a mother figure. I knew my real mom, but like I didn't look at her like I called her mom. You know, I didn't call her like by her name. I called her mom. Mm-hmm. And then after she died of cancer. And that next bitch my daddy married.
Ooh. That didn't work out too well, I can see.
That next hoe, I fucking hated her. I hated her with a passion. I hated that bitch. She was Korean. She didn't speak English great. She spoke it, but not great. And that my daddy got what he wished for because after my stepmom died, I swear to God, he said his next wife, he doesn't want her to be able to talk, just cook. That's what he said. And that bitch couldn't talk well, and she did all the cooking. Okay, so he got exactly what the fuck he asked for. Okay? But that bitch, like...
Nigga wanted to slave.
He just didn't want to hear shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And plus, my daddy used to work like 16-hour shifts every day.
Oh, so
like,
I don't want to hear a bitch argue about
I don't
nothing.
want to hear none of that shit. Right. Cook me some shit and shut the fuck up while I pay these bills. So,
All right.
the bitch, now, mind you, I'm a regular American kid.
How old are you when this happened?
What, middle school, like 6th grade, shit like this.
12, 13.
Yeah, 6th, 7th grade. I think my stepmom died around 6th grade, and then a year or so later, my new stepmom was there. Anyway, this bitch was fucking horrible because it was like she came in and took over my whole house. Mind you, this was my house at this point, right? There was no mom. I was the one who would cook dinner. My dad wouldn't get home until fucking 4 o'clock.
And you're that age too.
And I mean, I wasn't making like real dinners. I was making spaghetti and shit like this, right? So I was the one washing the clothes. I was the one making the dinner. I was the one cleaning the kitchen, shit like this, right? So you do get some sense of this is mine. This is my home. Yeah. I run this shit a little bit, right? And so when she came in, that bitch changed everything, like for no reason. Like, I mean, she moved plates to a different cabinet. Why the fuck are we moving plates to a different cabinet? You know what I'm saying? My entire refrigerator and what's it called? Cabinetry. What would you call it? Your pantry, okay? Nothing but Asian shit. I can't even read this. Like, what the fuck does this say?
Hey, my first employee.
It was hella bags of dried fish and shit, seaweed everywhere. I swear to God, this bitch bought a brand new garbage can, okay? A brand new garbage can, so it was clean, that she kept her rice in. That's how much fucking rice we used to fucking have.
Hell yeah.
Okay, all the shit that I grew up with, all the shit that I knew, it was all gone. Only thing that bitch bought me was top ramen and turkey lunch meat, okay? That was it. I couldn't read nothing else in there. That's why I don't eat top ramen no fucking more. I ate enough of that shit. I ate it to the point where I ate the dry noodles. You remember, did you used to break up the noodles in the pack and drop the seasoning in that bitch and shake?
Nah, we didn't.
Okay, well, I used to do that. Eat the dry noodles, okay? But it was like, she took over my whole house. I hated it. And I couldn't do anything. All I had was my room. And she used to try to come in there. And I said, don't come in my fucking room. You got your own fucking room. You go to your room, okay?
We're going to be kung fu fighting in this motherfucker.
And my stepdad, who was around since I was young.
He's still there?
And he's still here.
All right.
Mm-hmm. They don't live together, but he's still there. And,
oh, yeah.
Okay, if you call that, right?
I remember.
So, in the beginning, I guess it was kind of cool. You ain't really, you don't really notice it. You're a fucking kid, right? And then, like, as years went on, you kind of get that patch where you like, man, fuck this nigga. This motherfucker tripping, right? Like,
you ain't gonna tell me what to do.
It's just the way he would talk. He would talk like he was better than or no more than, or he was one of those you people. That kind of guy. He's Japanese. So,
oh, shit.
He was one of those you people.
You people.
Yeah.
This is why you people, oh, shit.
Don't you people me. Like, what the fuck is that? Okay? No, how about you fucking people?
Oh, shit.
But.
So you just had a whole bunch of Asian step-parents, huh?
Do you know one time it was Halloween and I said I'm not going out trick-or-treating, I'm gonna just stay home and pass out the candy, right? And one of the kids who went to my school comes to my house, right? So they knock on the door, trick-or-treat. I open the door, I go to give him some candy. I swear to God, this bitch was like, yo house, damn. I'm like, damn, bitch, cause all this shit this bitch cooking. I don't even know what this shit is. I swear to God, I opened it. You know you get that gust of wind when you open the door. I said, that bitch in the face she made. Yo house, dang. I closed that door on that bitch. Man, I'll see you at school on Monday. You got me fucked up right now. The fuck? No, I just was like, man, that's my dead wife cooking all that weird shit, but
from the mouth of babes.
Here's your candy, right?
From the mouth of babes. That shit, oh, that's fucked up.
Played me though. I felt so funny. I'm like, bitch, got my house stinking and shit.
You stank. This food stank. We got a question.
Okay. I'm excited for the questions, okay? Because we do this for the people. They got to have something to say.
Is emotional intelligence shunned in the Black community, similar to counseling?
Emotional intelligence, like being aware of your emotion?
Or like expressing an emotion besides anger, or even counseling.
I think we're...
What up? Baby Sam in the building.
Hey, handsome. Oh,
my goodness.
I see you,
Oh,
Daddy.
God. It's only going to get worse.
Oh, yes, I do.
I'll be right with you, sir. We're going to fill out your W-2s. We're going to talk about that later. So, would you let your kids go to counseling?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Would you go?
Probably not.
But why?
I don't trust people like that. I'm not saying like counselors. I'm saying I don't trust people like that. Like in general, I just am not a trusting person. And I feel like everybody has, how you say, alternative motive.
No.
Alternative motives. Ulterior motives. Okay. And I just be feeling like I have to watch what I don't trust fucking people, but they gonna go tell somebody and your ass gonna get wrapped up. They gonna come take your kids from you. They gonna try and fucking ruin all your fucking life. And one thing I learned growing up, well, what my parents always said was, don't never get them people, by them people, white people and government officials and social services people, never get them people involved in your business, because as soon as they in your business, they will always be there.
So let's take that part of it out. Let's say there's no social services, no anything. Just you got insurance. Kaiser offers free individual counseling. Would you go? Like right now, today?
Probably not. I need therapy. But I don't trust people. I'm not gonna go in there talking about my fucking life problems, bro, to a therapist who's obligated by some fucking form that they have to report something if they feel so inclined to do so.
Hippocratic oath.
And then, see, whatever the fuck it is,
to do no harm. Like, well, because I went to counseling. I had to go. I was in the slap motherfucker. As long as you're not talking about harming somebody or some type of shit, because like a lot of times the counselor wouldn't ask questions like that. It would be like, "What do you want to talk about?" Oh, I have this issue at school, or I have this issue with my parents. Like they don't listen to what the fuck I'm talking about, and most of the time they help you work through that. So they don't give you answers. They might have an answer already, but they'll say like, "Well, what do you want to work on? What do you think is the issue?" And you kind of get to it. So it's like, I was kind of, well, when I was in high school, it was easier because dude was kind of like, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, you just got some fucking weirdos around you. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. When I went as an adult, I tried to bullshit my counselor. I was just like, let me go to individual, see what's going on. She used to work at a prison. So she wasn't going for none of my bullshit. She was like, I didn't heard the best of the best. So like, this little bullshit you talking about, like, nah. But most of it was just like setting goals for yourself, sticking to shit, like not blaming other people. It's like they'll catch on to that shit quick. Especially when you're like, well, this person did this person did this. And she was just like, so wait. So what is it like living with your brother Jesus? I was like, bitch, what are you talking about? She's like, because you're the only perfect motherfucker I know. Every time you tell a story, this person did this and this person did that. So when did you fuck up? Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh. And it's things that you don't even pick up in conversation. And it's like, even as a friend, you're not going to really call your friends to the carpet 9 times out of 10. You're just going to kind of listen to their story, be like, oh, okay, woo. But with a counselor, I feel like it's someone who's independent of your bullshit. Mm-hmm. So they're not really going to acquiesce to, they're not going to, oh, no, it's not you. Like, you're perfect. No, they're going to tell you, like, nigga, you're fucking up. And this is how you fix it.
Right.
So I don't feel like they're really looking to catch you.
I mean, I don't feel like that either. But I just be feeling like, I just don't fucking trust in people. I don't give a fuck. And I want to be like, I might say some shit that I ain't gonna do. I might be like, you know what, I wanted to beat this shit. I could have burnt that man with a goddamn candlestick and stabbed him with a harpoon from the gun. Okay. But
he said, I had to go to counseling because you didn't.
oh, sorry about that.
No, I'm saying like
I get it, but
like as the child now, because and I've seen that too, where parents, like you said, I don't want to go because this might happen. So now I can't deal with my emotions. So now I push it onto my child. And now they've got to deal with my bullshit because you didn't get a fucking hug back in 1953. So now you mad at me or some type of shit. Because that's why I stopped doing youth sports. Because like that shit is, people are fucked up. Like as far as parenting, like there's no book to parenting. Like there is no universal guide. It's not like a car. Like, oh, put in a new fucking alternator and it, no.
Right.
Like everybody's different. So it's like, especially with kids, you could see it. Like the kids that flinch when you fucking, hey, good job. Oh shit. Right. Or closed off, or it would be so fucking sad to be like, even like football practice, somebody would score a touchdown or something, be like, oh, good job, little Timmy. And they'd be like, no one's ever said that in my house. Like no one's ever been like, good job, woo woo woo. Because their parents didn't tell them good job, or because their mom used to always say, you ain't shit, or your daddy ain't shit because you left. And it's kind of, I think that goes into, like you said, emotional intelligence. Like, how are you being perceived by your kids? Because, like, it's something I think about it all the time now. Like,
I know how my kids perceive me. They perceive me as the pushover. I give my kids whatever.
Do you do that because you didn't like your step-parents? Or is it kind of like a way to be like, I don't want to be viewed how I viewed my step-parents. Like, I want them to have, it's got to be all happy. And
no, hell no. Because I be on my son's ass. Not a give a fuck. But it be that, honestly.
Oh, shit.
Wait. Honestly, what it is one, you know, people say they have their miracle child and all this and all that. But, like, my daughter was really, like, my miracle baby. I don't know for all the listeners, but, like, I don't know what that means. I have something called PCOS. Have you ever heard of that? Polycystic ovary syndrome. Anyways, I was told I couldn't have kids.
All right.
And when I did finally get pregnant, they diagnosed me with a threatened miscarriage. They said I am probably going to miscarry. My baby heart rate was like 3 times lower than it was supposed to be. Like, she was almost out of there. Because I didn't know I was pregnant. At the time, I was working on Bourbon Street. I was doing all kind of shit. So she was barely hanging on, okay? And they was like,
she's partying like a rock.
You gotta stop. They put me on bed rest. I couldn't go to work no more. I couldn't do anything. And they were like, you will probably lose her. And I didn't. Like, I didn't want coming from someone who was told they couldn't have kids because of their fucking condition. And now I'm pregnant with one, but she's probably gonna fucking die. So just be prepared for that. Till she's actually here. And I had her early. She was like fucking 1 day short of a preemie. She was in NICU. You know what I'm saying? Like my fucking baby made it. That's my girl. I don't give a fuck. I give her everything. And she don't get in no trouble. Like, I feel like where I'm fucking up as a parent, because I know I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up because my discipline skills just ain't there. When it comes to them, I just want them to, I don't want them to know no upset. Like, but you have to have discipline. And you know, like my daughter have told me, she says, well, mommy, I know that your boyfriend is like the serious parent, she calls him. And you're like the easy parent. I swear to God, she told me this. And she was like, so I just asked you because you're not going to be mad. And you just is probably going to say yes. And she knows, like, if she just asks me 4 or 5 fucking times, I'm gonna let her do it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I know I have to get better with discipline and, like, making her do the right things. You know what I'm saying? Because I am lacking in that department greatly. I just am very much like, but they're kids. That's what they're supposed to do. They're gonna fuck up. They're gonna not listen. They're gonna break shit. They're gonna make a fucking mess.
What do you mean when you say like get away with shit though? Is it like I told you not to do something and they do it anyways, or is it like you knocked over the milk? Because I think there's a big difference between not being upset over little things, over mistakes, and then like blatant defiance.
Well, I don't think that they just straight to my face be like, fuck what you just said. Okay, I'm about to go do this. But pretty much, I mean, I just told my son yesterday, I said, take a shower. Make sure you take a shower before you go to bed. Nigga ain't fucking take no shower.
Would what be a lack of confidence? Question.
And, I mean, today he's not going to get in trouble for it. It's going to be like, take a fucking shower today. And if he didn't take a shower today, I'd be like, bro, I've been telling you for 2 days, take a shower, go take a fucking shower. He still ain't going to be in trouble. I don't know. When my kids cry or when they upset, I just can't deal with it. I just want my kids have to be happy. And it's like my daughter has no idea. Like, I'm like, bitch, you live in the projects. Like, you live in the hood. Like, look at these kids around you. She really thinks that we are living like a good life. And I'm like, bitch, I work at a fucking grocery store. Like, bro, we don't have money like that. But I don't want her to know that. I don't want her to feel that struggle. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but then I do tell her shit. I be like, you up here complaining about, I don't fucking know, but look at them fucking kids over there. Feet black as fuck. Okay? Niggas is sharing a cheeseburger and shit. One of them live in a box on the sidewalk.
Damn.
Like, it's like, bruh, they don't have no understanding of the actual shit that goes on, because I don't want them to experience that even though they live in that. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but that leads us to our next question. Would you assess that as a lack of confidence?
What?
Lacking in discipline for the kid. Lack of confidence to show them how discipline is in the kid's best interest.
Do I think, a lack of confidence on my behalf?
I think that's what you're saying. Like, you don't want to discipline them because it's like, I don't want you to be like upset at me.
No, I just don't want them to be upset. Like, my heart breaks when my baby cries. It's like, do you know what my daughter does? She just told me the other day.
Oh, shit.
My baby is the scariest kid ever. She's fucking scared as shit of everything. And she will specifically watch some scary shit. And I'd be like, you know you're not going to be able to sleep. You know you're going to have nightmares and you're going to wake up. And you know what she says? She says, well, if I just get too scared, I just will come to your room and just come sleep with you. And I'd be like, well, yeah. And then my nigga be like, no. And I'd be like, but yeah, my fucking baby's scared. Like, she's finna come in here and go to sleep. She's scared.
Dangerous precedent.
And I'm like, how am I just gonna make her stay in a room by herself, terrified?
What age?
So what am I supposed to make her don't watch scary shit?
What age does that stop though?
What, sleeping with me?
Well, no, I mean just like after a certain point, like you're gonna have to fend for yourself, right?
Right. I mean, I got them learning to cook their own shit.
No, I'm just talking about like even with like the emotional part, like. If you're setting yourself up to be scared and shit, then like
I'm not gonna leave you scared. I don't give a fuck.
Do you spank your kids?
No, not often. But
do you though?
I
do you
whip
do timeout?
The shit out their ass.
Oh, okay.
And they do wall time, but wall time like with their arms up and shit. But I done whipped the shit out of my kids before, but it's rare because I don't like to see them cry.
What?
I cannot see them cry.
I can't wait.
I just can't.
I'm about to beat these niggas like slaves. I can't wait. I'm gonna pass it down.
Yeah, I guess. I said that too.
Wait.
You know what? I think.
I can't wait. I only asked because we had that conversation a second ago.
What about what?
He's in a mommy and me thing, and they were like, beating your kids is abuse because it comes from slave times and this and this and this and it's and I'm like, that's a reach. I like there's a difference between abuse and correction. Like if I tell you not to do something and you don't do it, then like there's consequences. That doesn't necessarily mean it has to be physical violence.
Right.
But like if I have a bad day and I come and just fucking tiger uppercut you, then it's like
I got a couple minutes. I gotta be at her school before 6:30. So
where's it?
it's just up the street, but I'm just like,
All right.
just be weird.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Like that's abuse. Like you're upset, so you punch this nigga, or you're upset, so like
winded this little nigga.
yeah, like you fucking tiger uppercut that nigga. Like that's like, hold on, bro. Like that's something else. I done caught some historic ass whoopings. Like both my parents are over 6 foot, so like as a child, it's like land of the giants in this motherfucker. So like that's did they ever take it too far? I done caught some ass whoopings I feel like I shouldn't have caught. Like one time the music teacher said I flipped her off. I was like, and I had to tell her, I was like, Mom, smart ass comments, that's what I'm about.
Right.
Disrespecting the only black teacher at this private school, like, come on. Like, does that sound like something I would do? Now, she just said your son said some smart ass shit. Yeah, that's right. Cool. But just blatantly in front of all the kids, like, fuck you, bitch. Like, come on. You've never heard me talk like that. I caught the worst ass whooping of my life behind that. Like, I'm talking about, that's probably why I don't like Valentine's Day. Because that's when I got my ass whooped. Never forget. X-Men was still on. It was a Friday. Valentine's Day was on a Friday. We had the bake sale and shit. It was raining. It was fucked up. So they get the call. She comes and picks me up. I was like, are we going to go to Aunt Marlene's house? We can give her the tapes. She can record X-Men. No, nigga, fuck all of that. I was like, oh, shit. So she's like, yep, just go to your room. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I'm just going to get one of these talking tos. I keep hearing all the white kids talk about.
Talking to.
Yeah.
We're going to have a talk tonight.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, this is just being progressive.
I am famous for saying that.
She fucking opens the door. Pat, 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 pat. I'm trying to hide in the closet. She's throwing fucking clothes out of the closet. I'm fucking getting beat. I'm just like, at this point, I just damn near lose it. This motherfucker gonna look at me and say, clean this dirty ass room up. Like, first of all, fuck you, bitch. Like, what'd you say? Nothing. I'm still unconscious. God. So, yeah, I think that's why I don't like Valentine's Day. But, like, yeah, I'll never forget that one. Because it was like, damn, nigga, like, I didn't even do shit. Right. Like, I didn't earn some of my other ass whoopings. Like, I earned every other one of them. But, like, sometimes it was kind of like, damn, fam, like, I get it. Like, you were bigger and stronger, but, like, goddamn.
I think thinking back on it, I think maybe I might get that shit from my parents now that I think about it, because my daddy has never whipped me. He never, ever put his hands on me. Ever. And my mom, my sisters used to hate it because they swear, whenever Sissy cry, you don't never give her no whooping. All she gotta do is cry. And I remember one time when my mama, my baby sister she was the worst out of all of us, in my opinion, with my mama when she was younger. She was one of those, shut up, stop talking to me. I hate you. Okay?
Oh, yeah, you
now,
wait. Catch this 15-hit combo.
All three of us used to try to get on her. I remember my mama took her into the bathroom one time and was like, it was like, pretend like you crying. Pretend like I'm whooping you. Right? Because we wanted her to get her ass whooped so bad because she didn't never get no whooping. She didn't never get in trouble, right? I swear to God, my mama was hitting the tub. You hear the belt smacking porcelain and my sister in there talking about, right?
Bitch, you in there faking. That don't sound like leather on skin, bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here.
So they came out, my mama was like, yeah, I whooped her ass, right? He's like, mama, quit fronting, you was beating the shit out the tub. What's wrong with you? So I can see, I could probably get that shit from my parents. And my mom would give us a choice. You get a choice. You can either get it on your butt or on your hands. I always picked the hands. Okay? Just go.
Nigga.
So we got a choice on our whooping.
Get the fuck out of here. We had the Bebe Basher. You know what the Bebe Basher is? You know who Bebe's kids are?
Yes.
So that's what the Bebe Basher was. If
Oh
you
my
wanted to be a
God.
Bebe, you were going to get bashed, nigga. I got my ass whooped on the side of I-80 on the way to motherfucking, what was that shit? To Apple Hill. My mom pulled over on the side of the freeway and beat my ass. It was so bad people were pulling over like, are you okay? Mind your goddamn business before your neck.
What did you do?
My sister lied and said that, like, he hit my pillow or something. Whoop, whoop. And they just got, after a while in the car, you got 2-3 hours in the car, you're tired of hearing that shit.
Yeah.
Somebody's about to get their ass whooped. So here's the only reason why I would say yes. Like, again, you got to pick your spots. Like, ass whoopings can't be the go-to one every time. But, like, if you do something egregious enough, like, you finna get that ass whooped. There was a girl I was dating, and her son was, like, 3. And she had did the whole time at And so we had that conversation. I was like, do you spank him? And she was like, well, no, I don't. I was like, well, I'll respect it then. I won't if that's your thing. Like, all right, fine. So I'm watching him one day, and we're playing PlayStation, whatever. We're playing for money. This nigga turned the PlayStation off. So I'm like, all right.
Wait, like he just walked up there and just unplugged that shit.
There was a switch that you could turn off. Like, I don't know why the fuck we plugged it into that one. But
the light switch.
But he knew, though. He knew if you turn that off, it turns off the TV and the PlayStation. So we're playing. I'm like, hey, little man, as I'm saying, chill out. Whoop, whoop. He walked up to it, looked at us, looked at the switch, looked at us again and said, boop. So I'm like, all right. You know what? Your mom said we're not going to hit you. So going ahead. You're on timeout. No. So I'm like, all right. So I pick him up, put him in the room, close the door. This nigga gonna swing the door open and just look at me, and I'm like, hey, my nigga, you're on timeout, fam. Like, you gotta go in the room, chill out. So I close the door. He's trying to pull the door open and shit. And I could just hear him fucking going through the room like a tornado. So I'm just like, I open the door. This nigga done stripped the bed.
What you said, bro? You wait a minute.
He opened every drawer, threw all the clothes out. And so I'm like, all right. So I go up front, I get his mom, I'm like, look. And this nigga gonna learn today. Like, I know you're trying to do the timeout and fucking whatever, but
bitch, it ain't
man,
working.
Nah, fam. So I bring her back to the room. I'm like, look. And so we come back to the room. Now this nigga's standing on the bed with just shit all over the place. And he just got that look like, yeah, nigga, now what? So I'm like, oh. So I'm looking at her like, so do you want to go first? You want me to go first? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, so this is how corporal punishment works. So I had the belt. He's looking at the belt because he don't know what the belt is. He's just like, hey, that's something you put on your pants. Like, no, nigga, this is the attitude adjuster. That's what this is. So, and mind you, he's 3.
Right.
So I'm taking that into account too. Like, I'm not really finna fire on this little 3-year-old. So I was like, do you want to do it? And she was like, nah. I was like, well, okay. If at any point you feel like I'm taking this too far, just tell me to stop and I'll stop. So she's like, all right. So he's still kind of like smirking back, thinking, you're not gonna do shit. So I was like, bring that ass here, little boy. Like that first 2 or 3, he did that. That's when he was like, oh, shit just got real. He was like, oh. So maybe, like, he might have got, like, 8 or 9 of them. Because I was still, like, I'm waiting for her to throw in the towel.
Right.
And so I just kind of stopped. So I walked back and I handed her the belt. I was like, all right, your turn. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, he has to know that it's both of us. He can't just think it's me because he's going to try you. So she was like, what do I do? I was like, bitch, you saw what I did? Like, fucking, you folded. Wow, motherfucker, you saw roots? Like,
Nigga said you folded.
Like, it's worked since the fucking 70s. Like, I promise. So, like, she fucking just, you aren't supposed to do no shit like that. All of a sudden, she got to, but I was like, hey, it's only for what happened now. Not for 6 months ago.
Right.
So then I'm like, all right, you're on timeout, whatever the fuck. This little nigga went straight to sleep. So I still talk to her. He's 18 right now. That's how long ago this shit was. And she said to this day, if she just says, "Do you want me to get the belt?" He's just like, "Nah, I'm cool." Because she's a single mom, so it's like, and then with the son, and this nigga's a foot taller than her now.
Right.
And she was like, I see the difference not only from that day forward, like he knew there was consequences. Like you're finna get your ass whooped. Like all it takes is one good ass whooping. Like you don't gotta constantly do it. But I was a knucklehead, so I'd stay getting my ass whooped. But so it works for some people, it works doesn't work for others. So I mean, I don't know, but that was my favorite ass whooping story. So I'm not gonna beat this nigga. Like I used to get my ass whooped for shit that wasn't even really my fault. And I'd be like, come on, man, like this is some bullshit.
Right.
So you gonna take the teacher's word over me? Nigga, didn't you say you did the homework last week? That was different. But I don't know. We'll see. What about boyfriends and girlfriends?
What do you mean?
Like
my kids?
Can they date? Like, are you gonna let your kids date?
Mm-hmm.
What age they gotta be?
I would say somewhere. I think kids be experimenting with that shit about middle school. 6th grade is a little too young. Wait. Motherfuckers start. I had my first kiss in fucking 6th grade. I wasn't fucking or no shit. I mean, you don't go that far, but that's when you start noticing the opposite sex.
So when are you gonna co-sign it? Like, where are you gonna be like, it's cool for you to have a little boyfriend? Or when you gonna tell your son it's cool for you to have a little girlfriend?
I already talked to him about that shit now. I tell him, I be like, son.
So what age?
I don't know. I don't have an age. Middle school. The nigga in 6th grade now. If he came home and told me he had a girlfriend, I wouldn't be upset. I would talk with him about it. I wouldn't be fucking mad. I wouldn't be like, you cannot have a girlfriend. You probably don't even know exactly what the fuck a girlfriend means. What do you do with a girlfriend? But I'm saying, I wouldn't be.
So can they come over to the house?
Fucking right.
Alright.
I don't, what? They only supposed to go to their house? You motherfuckers come over. Let me see how this bitch act.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me see what type of person. Let me see how y'all do y'all thing. And like, I grew up like that. Like, all my boyfriends came to the house.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying,
I
don't
really.
Know. And my mama, like, that's how she raised us when we was young. She was like, you date many people, not sexually, okay? But you date...
I gotta make that clear.
Yeah, but you date lots of people because she stressed that point that you don't know what you want or what you don't want until you've experienced those things. If you've only ever had one boyfriend, that's all you ever know. That's just what will become your... This is what seems normal. It's just like when you've grown up as a kid. Your household is what you think
the world is like.
Yeah, that's what you know. But until you actually step out and you've experienced a bad boyfriend and a good boyfriend, you learn more about yourself. But I like it when he gives me hugs or he talks to me this way, or I don't like it when they react like this, or I had you know what I'm saying? And that was a big thing. She was like, you date lots of people. Mm-hmm.
I would probably go the other direction. Like, you don't need to be worried about these hoes until you've grown. Because I agree with what you're saying about you need to date before you get married with too, but when you're in high school and you don't really, because I've seen it go the other direction, and that's when people start to get fixated on people and, oh, this is my world, and motherfucker, because we had a couple kids that we always used to say that was the difference between black high schools and white high schools. Black kids get killed, white kids kill themselves. Because we had a lot of that. Like, dude hung himself in the garage for his parents to find him because this girl broke up with him.
It's my niece.
Like, that happened more than once. Like, some girl cheated on him, left him or something. Like, this motherfucker hung himself in the garage. So imagine that. You come home to your house, the garage goes up, and you see your kid just fucking swinging in the breeze. Another dude killed himself because his parents told him he was adopted. They got into an argument. I think
Bruh, I don't give a fuck. Don't break that out on me on no fucking argument. The fuck is wrong with you?
I told this story on the other episode. It was deeper. But, like, I had met him. Like, because we went to the same school, but we had, like, some kind of after school, something we had to do. So I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? Da, 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 da. The next school day, I was like, hey, what happened to Billy Bob? Him and his parents got into an argument about going out somewhere, and they were like, that's why you're fucking adopted. This nigga splattered his brains all over the front of the fucking house. Shot himself in front of the house. I was like, fuck. Like, why would you do that? But I wouldn't, like, especially when they're young, like, there's so many emotions tied up in that shit. Like, I wouldn't want you to focus on that. Like, you're at school to learn, my nigga. Like, you're not here to chase these bitches. Like, and vice versa. If it was a girl, take the same thing. Like, you're not here to. And that's also kind of weird because, like, my mom was a virgin when she got married. So it's like.
That's the life you know.
Again, so it's weird sometimes when I hear people talk about, oh yeah, my mom dated this dude and dated this dude. And it's like, wait, what? For real? So, like, that skewed my vision of what dating was too, because it was like, that's why I really wasn't tripping on fucking any of these brides, because it was like, that's not really too important to me. It's just kind of like, that would be extra. Well, my fucking game was on 0, like we said anyways, but.
Well, do you think, well, I mean, I guess it all depends on, I guess, the home, because.
I would say the maturity of the child.
No, but I'm saying, like, I was gonna say, do you think that your kids, if you told your kids you can't date until you graduate from high school, do you think they're gonna abide by that? And it's like,
I don't think I would make the rule like that, because I mean, they're gonna do what the fuck they want to do. I did what I wanted to do. I would just try to stress the importance of, like, that shouldn't be what's important right now. Like, you're gonna like who you like, and whatever the fuck is gonna happen, I can't stop you. I don't really see it. I don't see my role as a parent as to be like, you're not going to do this and you're not going to do that. I can only give you the information that I've got. I can try to set you up for the best situation possible. Right. If you fuck it up, then you fuck it up. And I asked that because there was a girl that I used to work with when I was in Bakersfield. She was, her whole family, like, went to college. Her sister, well, they all went on athletic scholarships. And it was the girl that tried to say nigga.
Right. Okay, I remember that story, okay.
So she was telling me she had snuck out of the house one day to go kick with some boy and whoop. And I guess she thought, because we had talked before, I was gonna be like, oh yeah, that's right. And I was like, I should punch you. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, you come from a 2-parent household. You're driving a goddamn brand new fucking Jeep Wrangler. Like, if you're driving a 2018 Jeep Wrangler, your sister went to college, your other sister went to college, you're about to get a scholarship to go somewhere, like, so you're gonna fuck all this up, chasing this raggedy ass nigga? Oh, well, he's gonna go to USC. I was like, I've seen the boy play. He's not going anywhere. He's gonna fuck it up. Like, he's not shit. I'm here to tell you. I know I ain't shit nigga when I see one. And she's like, well, this and this. And I was like, well, that's not how you're going to get your parents' respect. Like, that's not the way to go. I was like, so let's play worst case scenario. Let's say you get into an accident. Because it's Bakersfield. Like, kids are getting shot out there. Or stabbed or whatever the fuck. I was like, let's say you leave. You sneak out the house. You get into an accident. Now what? No one knows where you are. So now your parents are going to be flipping the fuck out. All of that because what? You want to sneak out to see some boy? Now there's no college. Let's say, what happens if you get pregnant? So are you really ready to give up all of your dreams, aspirations to be with this motherfucker forever? You're 17. You don't even know what else is going on in the world. You only know Bakersfield.
Right.
Like, the world is way bigger than Bakersfield. Like, don't do that. And so I was like, look, if you really want to go out, you really want to go to these little parties and shit, tell your parents you want to talk to them. Because her mom had caught her is what happened. That was the reason why she was mad. Her mom had caught her and was like, bitch, if you don't come back to the house. But she didn't tell the dad. Mm-hmm. So I was like, this is what you got to do. You got to snitch on yourself. She's like, what do you mean? You have to pull your parents into the room and be like, look, I snuck out the house. This is why I feel like I should get to go hang out, whatever the fuck. Because she had a 3.8 or some type of shit. She ended up getting a scholarship to Montana or something, like some school somewhere. And I was like, I'm willing to bet you, not only will they let you go out to do whatever you want to on the weekend, but they're going to have way more respect for you. No, they're not. I promise. Sure enough, before I left, her mom and dad had came in and were like, oh yeah, Mia told us that she said blah, 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 blah. And then now, I still talk to her now. She is at like Texas, like the University of Texas on a soccer scholarship. And I was like, I hit her up the other day and I was like, yeah, so how's that boy doing that you want to talk to? She's like, man, fuck that raggedy ass nigga. Something. I was like, see, now look at you. You think you'd be at the University of Texas if you were still with old raggedy ass Raul or whatever the fuck that nigga's name was? No. So I mean, it's not everyone. Like everyone's different, but I mean, that's why it's like. Cause I think about the chicks I had a crush on in high school. Oh, that was the one. We're gonna be together forever. And I see them now, and it's like, bullet dodged.
I'm done. But you gotta think about it though, like
You don't have some exes that you look at now and you're like, ooh shit, that could have been me.
yes, but I be looking at it like, I mean, every action that you take changes something.
Very
And
true.
had y'all, you know, I mean, you'll never fucking know, but it's like, maybe even if they did stay together, who's to say that he'd be how the fuck he is now? He might actually be worth something.
That is true.
Could have been. I mean, you don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? But when I look back at some of my exes, I have a few exes that's just straight crackheads now, like certified fiends, and I be like, if the nigga would have stayed with me, he wouldn't be a crackhead.
Or maybe you'd be crackheads together.
I wouldn't be a crackhead.
How do you know?
I was with these motherfuckers doing all the same shit, nigga. Am I a crackhead?
You might have been if you stayed with them. You might
No,
have been
but
stressed
I'm
one day and they might have been like,
That's
trying to hit the
That's
peas
not
up?
true because well, one of them, I asked him, you know, he was fucking with heroin.
ooh.
And I asked him and I said, if I wanted to hit that shit, would you let me? And that nigga
Like what
was
kind
like,
though?
what do you mean?
He was shooting or snorting?
Oh, no, he's not mainlining, motherfucker, no.
That's
But
what I was like, holy
I'm
shit.
just saying, no, but I asked him, I was like, if I wanted to hit that shit, would you let me hit it? And he was like, hell yeah, huh? And tried to pass it to me. And I was like,
ooh,
that was
attractive.
when I knew, like, I can't fuck with you. Like,
You trying to let me do it?
bruh, you will fuck over my entire life like that? Like, it's just good. And I still fucked with him for a little bit after that because I was trying to get him, you know, trying to get him off that shit and on to some mainstream regular. Nigga, we smoke
this
weed
weed and drink this alcohol.
you know what I'm saying? It didn't quite work out like that, but it was like I know myself that at least then, because I don't know what the future holds, but I don't think I'm gonna be a crackhead in it. You never know what could happen, but I think I have more control of my self in that regards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna. Who the fuck just starts smoking meth one day? Like, who the fuck just starts snorting heroin? Like, how?
A lot of people.
But I'm saying, like, who the fuck? You just one day, like, what they said.
He wants to be in the video.
Oh, you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just.
Oh shit. we have our first guest on the podcast.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
ready? Oh my goodness.
Guest
Are you ready?
appearance in this thing.
One of the original 7 is going to be Jim and them in the building.
What's up, everybody?
A whole lot of nothing.
What it do, boo?
You just missed us. We were talking about parenting and different parenting styles.
Okay, you're gonna be mad because I'm on the
Uh-oh. Hold on. Wait. Hold on, really quick. Are you going to spank your kids? I just got yelled at. She said I can't spank my kids.
Who said that?
Auntie. My co-host. You can't see her. She's over there. Hold on.
I mean,
Wait, where are we?
Bam. There you go.
Wait, that was just titties.
Oh. That's all that matters. That's what they're here for. Yes or no? Corporal punishment.
corporal punishment, yes. I have spanked both my children.
There you go.
I
The
have
savage way.
spanked too.
Yeah, but you also let them get away with everything. But that's fine.
I'm not
When
the disciplined.
are you gonna let your kids date?
Date. Well, he has girls, so you don't know. Well,
He said he don't know.
yeah, I guess they kind of let us know. I'll inquire. You gotta be the involved parent. Yeah. But don't overwhelm them. You don't want them to hide stuff from you.
See, this is why we need people to join in. She said no. Well, I said no. Like, you're not, I don't want no girlfriends. I don't want no boyfriends. You got to be out in my house to be getting pussy.
I'm dead with you.
What? I'm the only one
I'm
in my house
just
is going
saying
to be fucking.
they're gonna experiment any fucking way. And
Not in my
I want
house.
them to. It doesn't have to be in your house, but you want to see their interactions
Hold on.
together.
What is it?
Bring it back. What you said?
How you gonna get grandkids?
After they leave. Damn, he just had to air me out, huh? Not yet. I got 2 more years, so I'm 40, I think.
Black no crack though. You still like 24.
Oh my
Quit
God.
lying to this nigga, cause y'all friends.
I'm the finest nigga on Instagram. You got me fucked up.
Okay.
She's just a
Okay,
hater. She's just
different.
mad because she's light skinned and that shit's starting to crack. But I won't tell
That
nobody.
nigga said it's starting to crack. I will slap this shit out you.
What time is it? Uh-oh.
It's
You gotta go
that
get him?
time. Yeah, I'm about to have to.
All right. So you caught us at the very end. We're about to wrap it up, sir.
That's okay.
Mondays at what, 2:30 Pacific?
Please tune in, okay? Get people to come listen and voice their opinion. That's what makes this show great.
Yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I just ordered yours today, so it's gonna be a second. Probably by Monday you should have it.
I'll see you on Monday.
All right, stay out of trouble, sir. How do I do this?
Thank you for the tune
Oh my
in.
goodness. How do I do this?
Ow.
Oh God. All right, so here we go. Did you work on your clothes this time? Did you work on your clothes this time?
What do you mean work on it? Why did I need to work on it? I had that shit down. What's wrong with you?
No, you didn't. But it's cool. So I listened. No, you didn't. But it's fine though.
You ain't shit.
So you want to try it? So wait, hold on. So Facebook, Tru Savs 52, Instagram, True. Oh my God, I almost forgot. Hold on, wait a minute. We got our first sponsor.
Shout out to Savvy House Coffee Bar in Elk Grove, California, baby.
Jesus Christ. Maybe I should have shown that to you first before I gave it to you.
Did I say it wrong? What
No,
did I
you
do
said it
wrong?
right, but
Oh, what? I did it wrong?
no, you're fine. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
I'm still waiting on that check to clear.
I just gave you 75 cents. Look, that was a down payment.
Oh, stop you. No, you gave me good merch.
What is it? Instagram is Tru Savs 52. The Lost Cause Prize. Oh, that's something else. How do you say it? Tru Savs Clothing.
That's right. That's right.
The E is silent. TRUSAV.
If you want to be in on the inside joke, go back 3-4 episodes.
The first episode. Tru Savs Clothing.
It wasn't the first episode. You had many episodes before me.
Yeah, sure. What about you? What do you got to plug before you go pick up your child?
You know I have nothing to plug. Look, you can follow me because I follow back, okay? Instagram, I'm on that thing. You can find me as Sissy, CLSW. And if you can't spell, that's SISSYCLSW. And I would love to follow you back. So push that follow button and give me a follow.
All right. Are you ready to close it, or you want me to do it this time?
Okay, since you have such a bad opinion of my closures.
I love listening to you
okay.
close, especially when it's time to edit it. because you be trying to put it together from memory. It's something like something.
But I be knowing it a little.
Go.
Okay,
Go
go.
ahead.
No, you go.
No, thank you.
Oh my God. Just do the first one. The first part. And I'll catch on.
If no one told you.
Motherfucker, that is. If no one told you I care about you and only you, it's
Close
the
enough.
truth.
And
and
I believe
I can fly.
Okay.
And
I want the best things.
I want the best things for you and only you. Because tomorrow is gone. Yesterday ain't here no motherfucking more. And today is all we got, baby. So it's the best day ever.
Close enough. All right.
And that's a wrap.
Stop it. Oh, I can't stop. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait.